them actually enter politics, and then
Okay,
when
this
they
is autistic.
no,
Hold on,
no,
James. I'm gonna let James. I'm gonna let Claude know something. So like, you remember how awesome Old Man Logan was, right? And how it was like, and how it should stay that way.
Yeah, is he getting a sequel?
So, well, no, he's already been brought into the main canon of Marvel like a year ago. So, like,
Didn't
that's
he get
awesome.
like trapped in like adamantium or some shit like that?
Wait, what?
Something adamantium.
Didn't he get like trapped in adamantium? This was a few years ago.
No, the original Logan did. But like, Old Man Logan, after that happened, we got like 3 different Logans. We got X-23, we got Logan's son, and then we got Old Man Logan, all in the main.
Talking about Dakin? Dakin's been a thing for a while.
No, not Dakin. Another dude. He has like another son, who's actually a good character.
His elbows have knives.
It's I forgot his name. I think it's Jason or something. I forgot. But he's actually a better character. He's from the Ultimate Universe. But pretty much, you remember how Old Man Logan was like a one and done thing, and it was like super awesome, and it should never be touched, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like, apparently everything that ever is good in comics always gets ruined. So they're just gonna start making Old Man Hawkeye now.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Oh.
You know?
But Hawkeye died.
DC's even jumping on the train now. DC's even jumping on it. They're gonna make an Old Man Harley Quinn now.
Old man
Harley Quinn.
Oh no, old lady.
Okay, I would have been way more hyped if they kept the title Old Man Harley.
Old ass bitch Harley
Quinn, but with like a full beard.
Old bitch Harley.
Old bitch, old miss. So hold on. The Saiyans enter the political thing because of their
sucked back into his rhythm.
Because of their celebrity and because they have the backing of Capsule Corp. But once they're there, they just intimidate.
Is this how you're gonna cold open the podcast?
They intimidate people. They intimidate people with their sheer strength in order to let them turn everything in their favor, and then they seize the world governments, and then now it's
they seize control with their fast and loose intro of the DADCast Act 13. Hello, everyone.
No, first of all, it's Act 12. First of all, Act 12. Second of all, I'm not done.
We should be on like 20 something, but somebody keeps
killed a hoe. Podcast. Act 3.
Look, by the way, you asked me where Namekians are, and I try to answer, and you interrupted me.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did ask that question.
Okay.
Why the idea of a politically ruled Saiyan like world is retarded.
It's not really politically ruled anymore. They just have a government, sort of. There's a reason.
James, I swear, if you say that slaves, I will choke you. I will.
Piccolo's black. Fight me.
Yeah.
Wait,
he is.
This
is known.
Wait, what? I'm confused. What's happening now?
Best dad.
Talking about the truth, dog.
Oh, Piccolo. Yeah. Okay, so Namekians were the first species that Earth contacted after Saiyans took control, and now Namekian, new people from New Namek and people from Earth, basically have like not free movement, but like they can just they go in between. They immigrate like constantly, and they trade resources. And the reason they do that, they're able to do that, is because they were able to take. And there's a very good reason for this that I can't tell you because it would be a spoiler.
A spoiler.
Yes, a spoiler for when we play the game.
A spoiler for this fanfiction that you're writing.
For this rich narrative.
It's not fanfiction. Yeah, okay, it is fanfiction, but it's for a tabletop game. Anyway. They were able
Ready
to.
Player One was made.
They were able to take instant transmission.
Player James.
And harness that ability and use it to transfer resources instantaneously between the worlds. And then later on, they were able to do that with people like normal. So now there's just like constant transit between the worlds, like normal countries.
Actually, side question.
Okay.
How many problems would have been solved in the entirety of the series if Goku just taught everyone of his friends how to do transmission?
Literally every
So
single
many.
one.
So many.
It's like the moment you're losing foam, like, fuck this, I'm out. You don't have to worry about that. Tien didn't need to stay there and hold him down forever until he was about to die. He was like, alright, well, I got one more in me. Later.
Fuck off.
Now that sounds stupid. Don't worry, it's just as stupid as the DADCast. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 12th episode of the DADCast.
There it is.
Man, and now that everyone has
There
left
it
because
is.
you talked for just like 8 minutes about your dumb fan fiction.
No, I didn't talk for 8 minutes. You guys interrupted me.
How much of that was
Stupid.
recorded? No, never mind. I
We
don't even
tried
know.
so hard to stop it, and we failed.
Anyway, I'm James. George, say hi.
Fuck you.
I gotta say it louder, buddy. Can't hear you.
Hello.
You sound so mad.
Anger, rage within George's heart.
Okay. And I'm also joined by Claude and Skylar.
We are all here.
They are all here today for you. Hello today.
No, stop it.
Welcome to the Ruby Weapon Hour.
Please stop stealing other people's
What?
content.
Oh. I don't know why I thought you were gonna go into weapons the characters use in Ruby. I was like, you don't know.
I don't know.
Just all he needs to know is that all of them are guns.
They're all wait,
gun and
They're
something
all
else.
some sort of dumb bullshit.
wait,
and
they're
then also
guns,
a
but
gun.
one of them has a scythe. How do you make that into a gun?
It's
It-
also
it
like a sniper.
transforms into a sniper rifle.
That's
Or
so
a weird
dumb.
shotgun thing. I don't know. She
The
like
gun-
I
all
like-
weapons exist in hammer space. Don't worry about it.
yeah, like, everything's like this weird trend. Like some of them are radical. I'm not gonna lie. Others just like, why you do this? How does this even work?
Like the one that always weirded me out. I was like, that one is like too much because it's too much. Is Pyrrha's weapon is a sword and shield, and then
It's
also a
a
javelin,
spear.
and
Yeah.
then also a rifle. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but Pyrrha's radical, so it's fine.
She's dead now.
Yeah, she
Spoilers
is
for
dead.
Ruby.
Spoilers for the only good season.
Yeah, spoilers. Spoilers
only
for the
one
only one
out
that
of,
I
like,
didn't
how
want to
many?
kill myself while I was watching.
Out of 5, it's like they either are mediocre, decent, and then there's one that's good.
I haven't seen the 5th season. No, I don't even really plan on it.
Don't bother. You're fine.
Who's yelling from the background?
Oh.
Someone's
James,
wife.
continue on before I talk about the dumb pirate weapon that's literally just a sword, and he also has a gun on him.
Okay, alright, we're gonna go
Wait,
into
there's
weeks.
a pirate character?
Yes,
We're-
in season 3, remember in the
There's a
tournament?
pirate character.
On
Yeah.
Sun's
Right,
team?
He's right. He's
He
so
has just a
bad.
sword, and then on his side is just a pistol with a grappling hook
it's
in
really
the bottom.
bad. He's
It's
the one
super
that
stupid.
he's the one that they didn't give a shit about. Because you look at that team and there's Sun, who's like clearly main character man, and then there's Neptune, who's clearly also a main character man, and I don't even know who the other guy is. I don't remember him. I don't remember how he looks at all.
I think he's black. That's it.
I think
He's
he's
a black
black.
guy.
I think he
have any
is.
speaking lines.
No, neither of them do. I think one of them gets hit, like almost hitting the testicles, and then he's out. And I don't remember.
What a
They
fantastic
didn't
show.
care. They clearly did not care.
Remember how there's a meme team? Remember that? How there's one of them is Flint Cole, and the other one is Nyan
The
Cat.
Nyan Cat,
And
yeah.
then we don't know who the other two are.
Wait,
we
what-
just know the
okay,
acronym
alright.
names.
Both of y'all need to stop. What the? I don't know what you're talking about. Ruby
Talking
still.
about Ruby.
Talking about Ruby.
All right, well, we're gonna immediately stop that because we're talking about anime, not
It's
stupid
a-
Western
it's
shit.
An anime cast.
I
But first of all, we're gonna start with weeks. George, how was your week?
Ruby's on Crunchyroll, so it is anime now.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
for my week, I watched Ruby, guys. That's what I did with my week.
Japan loves Ruby, so therefore it's anime. All right.
They love
No,
Ruby.
no.
They
no,
also
it's
love
not.
Part 5, so they're instantly wrong. So
What?
Part 5 is great.
Yeah.
Part
I
5
heard
is
it
the
was
best.
the worst part.
It's
Part five
literally
was
the
only
best
bad because
part.
The translation was bad.
Part 5 is
Oh yeah, I
the
read the
best
bad
part.
translation.
Translation
but
was bad.
I read the great translation, and I also saw it in color. Thank you, JoJo Colored Project.
Yeah. Thanks.
All
Thank
of
you.
them
I
are black.
literally JoJo Part 6 really good in color. Really like
It
that.
is.
It looks very pretty.
Is that still Ball Run or is that Part 7?
That's
That's part 7. Part
Yeah,
6
part
is
seven is
Stone
Stone
Ocean.
Ocean.
Stone Ocean is
Okay.
cool.
Oh yeah. Joe Julian. Or,
That's the one
yeah.
about string theory.
Sure.
What?
No. Not
It's
really.
strings because it's strings.
I know I get
I know
the
what you're
joke,
trying to
but
do.
Alright,
was trying- it was kind of a stretch. I was okay. Never
Kind
mind.
of a stretch.
George, how was your week?
Okay, it was good. I read some comics. I read another origin for the Punisher called Punisher the Tiger. It was fucking horrible. I'm never reading it again. It's literally just Frank as a child and like him showing that he was still a psychopath when he was like 5 and like it wasn't good.
That's pretty good. I was talking about.
I also played a lot of DBZ fighters. Used Broly and Bardock a lot. Broly is not as great as he should be. Bardock is better than he ever should have been. And yeah, they both play pretty well though.
Bardock plays well enough.
Good.
Bardock plays well enough to match up to how cool his moves sound.
Yep.
Bardock
Tyrant Lance.
plays like a brilliant scientist, but an average fighter.
Yeah,
That's good.
I fucking love how stupid that is. Oh man.
Brilliant
Why do they bill
scientist.
him as a brilliant scientist? And
That
then the
was
first time they
stupid.
show him in the movie, he's just literally like busting up fucking planets like the regular nobodies.
Are you implying that Akira Toriyama forgot? Are you
Are
implying?
you implying that they just wanted to make him more similar to Superman in a way because Superman's parents were also brilliant scientists?
Oh
Yeah,
god.
Yeah,
Superman's parents
that was the original.
Superman's parents, you know, I was about to say something that was factually false. I was say Superman's parents didn't get bodied. I was like, wait, yes they did.
They got bodied harder than anyone
Super
ever.
hard. Their entire race got bodied with them.
Oh. Take an L so big, the entire race has to die. Just gotta start over. Just gotta start
To be
the
fair,
whole
they
thing
did
over.
try to save them. They
They
did.
did.
Depending on which lore you're talking about.
I actually really like how fucking cool all of Bardock's like animations are because they focus so much on the bandana.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
bandana
that
is
was
the
awesome.
coolest thing about his character because it was like a piece of cloth that turned red because the
Blood.
blood of his best friend.
Is the
seeped
That
through.
blood lasted a long time.
It's
Hey
so
man,
cool.
don't worry about it. If Ryu can do it, so can he.
It's so cool, and his fucking the dramatic finish wind pose. Where he
Mhm.
like puts the bandana out to Frieza being exploded. It's so good. I like
Yeah,
it
it's
a lot.
radical. It's
It
great.
is. That is great.
Wasn't there somebody who recently got that dramatic finish in a tournament?
Oh.
I don't know actually.
Okay.
Maybe I did. I didn't really watch Anime Ascension for Dragon Ball.
I want to say it was Tokido. I might be wrong. Let me just,
Okay, but
Maybe
yeah, for my
does
week, that
Takedo
was,
play Dragon Ball? I don't even know.
I don't
was
know.
practically it for my week.
Damn.
Okay. Damn.
Did you make sure to get your 300k?
Yes.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to George.
I got my 300k.
George,
I-
did you get?
Well,
For
I posted it, so I guess.
Oh,
No,
he
you
didn't.
didn't see the post? I'm sorry.
Oh,
I tagged
no.
you.
Peace. Rip in peace.
There was like a 24-hour period
I
where it's like
fucking-
if you log into Dragon Ball Fighters, you just straight up get 300,000 Zenny.
Wait!
I tagged
Yeah.
you in this. I tagged all of you in this.
Yeah. He did. He pinged us all. I got casual Piccolo avatar, so now I never have to play the game ever again.
Oh, I got casual Piccolo Avatar like a while back. It's great. I also got who did I get? I got one thing that was really good. I forget though. Oh, I got Majin Vegeta.
Oh,
So-
I mean, I had Majin Vegeta a while ago actually.
Oh damn, I didn't, but now I do.
Am I the only
I
one who,
just
like-
really wanted casual Piccolo. That's the best.
Am I the
one.
only one who like really cares the most about like I just want all the colors? I'll worry about the other stuff later. I just want
Yeah.
the colors. I got
I
like
think
I
one
really
Broly
want
color,
Yamcha
and
and
it
Black.
feels
I have
I
all of the
really
colors
want-
that I want. I think.
so I have the ones I want for like the characters that are around. I have one color for Broly and 2 for Bardock. I'm like, please.
No.
I still think Bardock's best color is the color 6, and I have that one already. So
Yeah, with the yellow. George usually uses that one when I've been playing them.
the
it's like,
yellow
it's the
like.
one that looks like Vegeta colors, where it's like
Mhm.
blue, and then it has like the yellow shoulder pads and like.
I'm not sure I like the classic Saiyan armor outfit color for Bardock, to be honest.
I think it's great.
I think it's great. Yeah, I like it a lot.
What is all that background noise?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh,
What
Sorry,
is
dude,
that
that's my
accent?
it's my fault. It's
Yep.
I mean, I can't control it. It's that it's Asian people are at my house and they're loud.
Asian people,
Oh,
damn, kill them all.
Speaking of Asians, I think we found out, Claude, something about James that we should talk about later about a certain
Oh,
group.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, about the Chinese? No, fuck the Chinese audience in Japan in China. Fuck the Chinese
Oh,
movie
yeah.
audience.
Chinese audience in
In
Japan.
Japan.
Fuck the Chinese audience in
Mm.
Japan.
Fuck the Chinese movie
Yeah.
audience.
Those countries.
Fuck them, because movies end up losing their integrity just to appeal to them, and I hate it. Fuck them. I have no
Fine.
remorse.
James hates the Chinese. Confirmed.
Yeah, I do hate the
does.
Chinese. I hate the native Chinese that make my movies shit.
I wish
Your
the
movie
sentence
shit.
stopped there.
My movies.
You made them.
They make my
You know,
American
I
films
like
shit.
that that's a clean ass rip now, and now we can just take it out. I fucking hate the native Chinese, says James.
I hate the native
That-
Chinese that make my American-made films shit.
Your American-made films filmed in Tokyo by a fucking okay, all right.
Okay, maybe not American-made, but they make my American audience movies.
How dare the Koreans
Yeah, the American
ruin my
audience that
American
didn't go see the
cartoons.
film.
Okay, but you know what? The only reason the Chinese are gonna go to see it is because like a bunch of the supporting cast and like a couple of the main cast are Chinese.
But what about how they
want
hate
to-
black people?
Please,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, let's
please
talk about
make
how
that
why the
argument.
Yeah,
let's talk about how the Chinese hate black people.
let's.
I like how James
Let's.
can justify hating
They
the
hate
Chinese
them so
because he
much
hates
that they
black
start
people.
taking pictures with them in the middle of the street whenever they see them.
Yeah,
That's what
because
China
you're-
hates them.
I'm
Yes!
asking you a question, James. Are you saying for similar reasons that's why Black Panther is popular?
Well, no, hold on, because they did do some they did fuck shit with.
Oh, I
Black
want to hear this from James. I want to hear James say the only reason Black Panther did so well is because all the black people who went to see black people. Go ahead, say it, James.
Wanted to
Say
see
you
all the black
coward.
people.
The black people that went to go see Black Panther saw Black Panther for different reasons than the Chinese people who went to see Pacific Rim 2. Black
They wanted
people
to see
and
special effects
American
and
blacks came to Black Panther because
Oh,
it had
I
the
didn't sign on to this
most
podcast.
because it
This is what I wanted.
okay, first black people went to see Black Panther, or not all black people, but
yes.
but a good reason for black people to go see Black Panther was because it is such a significantly black casted film.
Yeah, that's why I went to see it, isn't it?
No, it might be. It might have something to do with it, but it doesn't have to be just the best reason.
Lord save me.
I don't understand what's wrong with what I'm saying. The
No,
whole
no,
point, the
it's
whole big social media push was that this film has so many black people in it that was great because so few black people get black representation in film is lacking. That's what the big social media push on Twitter and everything was for Black Panther it's the same with the Lion King one, the live action one where they announced the cast. That was another big thing. It's there's a lot of black representation in this film. You would want to go see that because there's not a lot in film normally.
I mean, I would just assume I'd watch it because I like The Lion King, but you're right.
Yeah,
You-
okay,
you-
but
you
He
get
loves the
black
Lion
people.
King.
okay, Claude, you cannot say that the big social media push for Black Panther
Scott,
was
how was your week?
No,
It was
no,
really- it
no. No. You can't do that. You can't fucking start denying my actual correct answer to your
All I've
question.
been doing was trying to bait you, and then you took the bait and you yanked my
bit-
fishing
so you bit
line
so
into.
hard. Fucking Christ.
Black
You didn't
Panther's
just
story
take the bait, You
didn't.
took the boat to the bottom of the sea, dog. Just
Black
let go.
Panther's story didn't ruin its integrity to appeal to the black audience.
But what are those?
What? What?
Wait.
Pacific Rim 2's narrative lost its integrity to appeal to the Chinese audience overseas. Because the person who was written as the villain couldn't be the Chinese lady that was actually acting and written like a villain. It had to be...
Or it could be a bait and switch because they
Except
didn't
that would
go-
be a shit bait and
Man,
switch.
Can we not? Can we not? This
Can
is
we
an argument
actually
that
not?
no one has context for because it's just a continuation of an
It's a
argument.
dumb argument that
earlier
me
today.
and James had in the Discord, and now he's bringing back into here. And there's probably people who are like, I don't know how many.
Pacific Rim 2 is a bad movie.
Nobody-
Don't go see it.
Nobody saw it here.
But
No,
what do you
go
mean
see
you
it.
saw
It's
it?
good.
No, it's not. It's terrible. Don't go see it.
It's good.
I haven't-
Go see
go
it.
see Isle
Fuck
of
James.
Dogs.
He likes Godzilla.
I want to see Isle of
90s
Dogs.
version. Go see.
No,
go
I
see-
don't. First of all, no, I don't. I never
You
said I
said
liked
you
it.
did.
Anyway,
No, I
everybody-
didn't. I said I
what is
saw
your
the
week like?
movie.
Hey, my week was pretty alright. It was like the first week in like several months that I had free time to do things. And I didn't really do all that much with it, but it was nice. I instead I started watching The Vision of Escaflowne, which is really good. It's very good TV show from the 90s. It's like it was like Sunrise, right? When they had a bunch of money before they
I
made
thought that was
stuff
a
up.
movie.
Before
Yeah,
the
so-
bad
so
times,
th-
when
th-
they had a
there
bunch
is
of money.
movie. There is a movie that is like a retelling of the series. I think I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna watch it after I finish the show. Literally all I've seen of it is that GIF that I posted earlier, which is I think it's like the first action scene in the movie where Vaughn is like cutting up a bunch of dudes. That's all I've seen of the film. I don't know anything about it. I know that apparently is really weird. It makes no sense. It'll be fun to watch, I guess. Anyway, but the show is like an isekai, but it's like 90s isekai.
Oh.
It's 90s isekai before current isekai, because like current isekai is completely different from the way it used to be, in that all they pretty much share is just to go to the new world. So before it was mostly just like a fish out of water story kind of thing, where it's like kind of like The Last Starfighter. Have you ever seen that? Where it's just, oh, I'm a normal person and I'm in this really weird fantasy setting, and the setting is like the main character, but in like a lot of modern isekai, it's like wish fulfillment. Like I'm so powerful.
I go back to this as the strongest thing, and literally everyone wants my dick. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love it.
Basically. So like the premise of this one is that the main character is like a track star or whatever at the high school, and she's like gonna ask out her senpai or whatever, and then a fucking dragon appears.
Oh
And then
no.
a dude fighting the dragon also appears, and she's like, "What the fuck is happening?" And then she like sees in the future a couple seconds, and then tells him how to kill the dragon, and then he kills the dragon, and then it blows up, and then they teleport over to his place where he lives, and it's like this really, really kind of cool, like sort of Western fantasy setting, where it kind of reminds me of like very specific. It reminds me of the Neverending Story, the setting, a lot with which is kind of cool. It's got like really weird races, and there's giant robots that don't really make sense to exist because they still have to use like medieval technology, but they're giant robots. It's animated really well, and it's just like a really weird like military conspiracy theory kind of story thing.
And what's it called again?
Anyway, it's called The Vision of Escaflowne.
Vision of Escaflowne. Okay.
Yeah.
And can you find that on our sponsor Crunchyroll?
No. Actually, is it?
Sponsor.
I'd love to see you try and get a sponsor. for
Yeah,
this.
that would be
I
pretty
would
fucking
love
funny. That would be impossible.
It would
I
be
don't think it's
impossible.
on. I don't think it's on Crunchyroll.
Where'd you
Well,
find
Tidal
it
is
then,
sponsoring
Skylar?
us.
What?
Where'd you find it then?
It's on Funimation apparently.
Okay, cool.
Oh wait, is it? Is it on Crunchyroll? What site
If
is
it's on
it?
Funimation, it's on the Crunchyroll.
It
They
is
have a
currently
deal.
on Crunchyroll. Yes, you can watch. I actually think it just got put on Crunchyroll like this week.
Very cool. Can't wait to watch it then.
Yeah. Anyway, it's very pretty. 90s fucking quality animation looks so good.
Now we're talking quality or quality?
We're talking Yutaka Nakamura of Studio Bones fame is
Ooh.
all over this show.
I love
It
that
has
comic.
some
I love
stuff-
Bones. Bones is
Yeah,
such a
yeah.
good comic.
Yeah, it's such,
You know he is,
it's
right,
Such a great,
James?
it's such a great crime drama. I love Bones, starring David Boreanaz and Zoe Deschanel's sister.
Zoe Deschanel's sister. The Zoe Deschanel's very much uglier sister.
Very, I don't want to weigh in on that. That's I don't want that on my heart, on my soul.
What, you don't want to put on your soul the fact that the uglier sister got the worst spot in television?
Put that on my soul, Ricky Bobby.
Don't you put that on my soul.
I also wanted to mention briefly something I forgot to talk about last time. That I watched Princess Tutu, which is really good, and everyone should watch it. And it's not as gay as it sounds.
Okay.
Oh, that's my favorite disclaimer of anything I've heard recently.
Because if you, it's like a magical girl show, I guess, in like the loosest term of that word phrasing, and it's like an adaptation of like Swan Lake, but really weird and really cool, and it's fucking hype. Just go watch it; it's good.
Okay.
It's one of my new big favorites.
Favorites.
Anyway, that was my week. That's pretty much all I did. I played Under Night. That's a good game. People should play it.
I need to go back to that. I've been like doing my own shit or.
You keep
playing Dragon
fucking
Ball.
dodging me whenever I ask
You ask me when I have plans, when I'm already out, or when I'm writing.
Fucking dodges and ducks.
Damn.
So, what you been up to, Claude?
I've been doing more shit. I've been free, like actually, except for like some days this week where I've been working like night shifts. But like, the most free I've ever been was yesterday morning when I tried to get the costumes from Street Fighter V. And
that was a
my
mistake.
God, that was so infuriating. I still don't have Nash's costume. Let's see, because anyone who's not playing Street Fighter V, which I'd imagine is most people.
Yep.
Street Fighter V has its problems. They have these. Hey, we got our crossover costumes for other series. Some of these costumes are legitimately really good. Others are like, oh, I don't know why you chose that, but fine. And two of the best ones were like Captain Commando and fucking Ken in the Rathalos armor. I was like, I want those. And what they usually do on the last one is they bump the difficulty up. I did two of them before that weren't too hard, and this one was like, this is ridiculously hard. Mixed with the fact that I have not played this game like regularly, so I'm already super rusty. It took me like 4
I mean,
attempts to
it's
get
Street Fighter
10.
5. It's not that hard to get back into it.
Dude.
I mean, who do you play?
Your inputs are being read, and literally everything you do is blocked, and then they respawned with like a 1/3 combo, like or 1/3 health combo. Like I think I fought Nash like 10 times, and I have no fight money left. I mean, I haven't done any of the character stories, so I could get it back that way. But it's infuriating that I'm even at this point. Whatever. Street Fighter 5 make me mad.
Good. It's a bad game. Should make everybody mad.
I watched the fight I was talking about being excited for last week, the Anthony Joshua Joseph Parker, which reminded me that black people will still be over the top with their music choices.
Oh wait.
Like, all right. Yeah,
What?
black people love like doing random shit with their music before they go into a fight. Like this one, it was like, so Joseph Parker's like, fucking what is that called? Is it Samoan?
I think
Samoa Joe.
I think so.
Yeah. What? No.
Samoa
And like, so he had like, you know, like this fucking very like tribal like stuff now coming out when he was coming out with his group. And then it cuts to like Anthony Joshua, who's supposed to be walking to the ring, but he's just standing there under one light in like the darkness, and like it's like, all right, this looks kind of cool. What's he doing? Why is he not going anywhere? And then the music's starting to slowly build up, and I was like, is that song from the fucking Black Panther album? And like as it goes on, it is. And I'm like, okay, he's coming out of the Black Panther album, and I like that. The thing I was like, wow, yeah, we're still doing it, because I remembered with the Luis Ortiz, Deontay Wilder fight earlier in the month. I forgot what Ortiz came out to. I think he just kind of came out, and then like Deontay Wilder came out with Little Kim, who's performing live. I was like, I forgot she was live.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, we're still doing it. So that fight, I didn't really care for that fight that much. It wasn't that good to me. The ref they broke up the fight every time they got close. Almost, I'm not gonna say he was paid. That's a huge statement, but it's like a lot of shit that was really, really weird that I did not like, and it seemed to favor Joshua. Now everyone's super excited for the hopefully gonna happen fight of Wilder versus Joshua, and have a first unified champ since I messed up before. I don't know why I said Mike Tyson before. Wait, who'd you say?
I don't remember who it was, but it was a fucking long time ago.
It was like almost 20 years ago. Lennox Lewis.
You might be right. I don't remember.
Because I think his last fight was against Vitaly Klitschko. I think 2003. I need to look it up to find out for sure. But yeah, that's the last time we've had a unified champ.
Man, that's like
undisputed
fuck
champ.
me.
Fuck me.
Oh God, please, James, don't say that.
Actually disgusting.
Can we delete that? Can we go
Nope.
back and make sure that won't be in
James,
there?
I wish we could delete that, but it's here.
Yo, if my hatred for the Chinese overseas has to stay, then that has to stay too.
Okay. But yeah, I'm excited for that potential fight between Wilder and Joshua, but because of like Ed Hearn, the manager, I don't know if that's gonna happen because he I don't know. It does not make it seem like it's going to. I think they're worried about fighting him. Whatever. That's just my assumption. This season of anime started. It's too early to say anything on.
I haven't even seen Megalobox yet.
Me
Megalobox
neither.
has, in my opinion, one of the best lines, like final lines for the first episode.
I heard it had a really good first episode, so I'm excited to watch it at some point.
Dude, it's pretty good. It for me, the big thing, like just in general, was good, but the last line when the opponent says something and then he says something back and the episode ends, that was a brilliant exchange. 10 out of 10. I watched A Quiet Place, which I'm not going to talk too much about right now because we may.
It's a good movie. Go see it.
It's fantastic.
I'll probably go see it.
Yeah. I don't want to talk too much about it here because we might be doing a spoiler cast next week.
Yeah, it would be nice if you guys could see it by next week, so we could have that spoiler cast.
Cool.
And then
I'll just come and talk about Isle of Dogs instead.
Yeah, do that. Do that instead. Always derail the conversation on Isle of Dogs. I want to see that too.
It's really good. I liked it a lot.
And the final thing that is super noteworthy that I want to talk about is I finished Nichijou like last week.
Oh yeah, good for you.
Nice.
Yeah,
I haven't finished it yet.
It's like I can't like not like have the biggest fucking smile on my face. That show's so fucking funny.
It's really good.
Nichijou is a slice of life comedy, and it's just like stuff super over the top. I don't understand what their plan for their budget was, but it's brilliant.
It's Kyoto Animation. It's like their show. They don't. That show almost broke them.
Really?
Yeah, they almost went bankrupt because it didn't sell very well.
Ooh.
That hurts me because it's so good.
It's so good. It's really good.
Like, oh man, the comedy is fucking brilliant. Like, just so many moments. There's not even anything for me to say. You could just look up Nichijou like clip, and
Happy New Year.
You probably watch the entire show on YouTube just through clips because every single clip is up and uploaded. Every single skit has been uploaded to YouTube at some point because all of them are good.
Like, this is the only show where if James said I saw enough clips, I wouldn't fight him on because the show is just clips.
Yeah.
Like,
because it's a 4-koma adaptation, so every episode's like vignettes of like little clips.
Like, y'all want an explanation of how funny this show is? Anyone who's listening, just look up like Nichijou like card stacking.
Or Nichijou deer. Or
No,
Nichijou.
the dog one's great, but the deer?
Yeah, deer. Deer versus principal.
Versus the deer.
The deer's good, but like I could see some people not getting it really. But there's no way you cannot not laugh at the card stacking part.
Or goat.
I really like the one also where they're trying to take a test and Yuko keeps getting distracted by people in the room. I like that skit a lot as well. Also Nichijou the coffee shop scene.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's really good. That's a really good one.
There's two where she doesn't understand how to order coffee and like she's like visibly shaking and like I'll just take a large. She's like,
A large
And you say
what?
you want a large what? Yeah. And then when she tries to bring her friend there, she's like, "I'll let her go first," and she's snickering. And then she orders like this like super long elaborate thing. And then like the friend doesn't know what to do, so she runs out the coffee shop screaming, "Just go die!" And you're like, "What's happening?"
It's incredible, and I sent it to my friend who works at Starbucks, and he's like, "You don't even know how accurate this fucking thing is."
God is Dead is my favorite personal clip. God is dead.
That's a really good one too. I like that one a lot. Also,
the last one I'll say, like like this was in episode 2, and this was like, yep, I made the right choice. Was the scene when she's like, "I lent my friend my notebook that I accidentally drew porn in. I didn't think, not accidentally, but I didn't think
that's
about
the goat one I was
rip
talking
it
about.
out.
because she told her so she could copy her homework, and she
Yeah.
forgot.
And then she keeps saying random things. Like, we're like, oh, that's the wrong book. She's like, "This one says math. I need the math one." "Oh, well, I'll give you $10. Like, and she's being frantic, and then it shows her stand up at the door and then slam the door. And when she's like running over there, they're sprinting through at basically like One Punch Man levels of speed. Like, you're so bad.
And they're like running on the walls.
Yeah.
God, like it's so. I love how over the top it gets.
It's like actually absurdly well animated. Also, like it's ridiculous.
It's commitment to yes, there's clips, but there's also a storyline to it too, like which works really well. My favorite storylines are hers when it's like, "People are finding my porn. I gotta body everybody." And
Gotta body him.
She fucks up a cop, her best friend, an old man, and a goat in one
Yeah,
scene because they keep finding her porn.
And she keeps doing fucking sick throws.
Yeah, she'll grab your leg and do sick like spins. Is great.
I fucking love all of the Gundere scenes too.
Yep.
Gundere is so good.
Which one's Gundere?
She's just the girl, the tsundere girl who, instead of like acting like a Soon or whatever, like getting mad and hitting the guy, she just pulls out various weapons.
Oh,
and just shoots him.
Gatling guns,
like,
rocket launchers,
cannons.
She's a mobile fortress at like one point.
Yeah, she literally on the roof. She pulls out a fucking cannon. And just fires at him.
There's like this big elaborate thing, and it's like, "Oh boy, this is gonna be a problem." And she hits him. She fires it, and it's just like a pellet. That's it.
Yeah. Nishijo's good. Everyone go watch it.
Everyone go watch it. Everybody go see A Quiet Place. Everybody go watch Nichijou.
Everyone buy Nichijou from Funimation's Blu-ray set. It's worth the money.
That's what I bought, and I loved it.
For my week, I didn't really do anything. I worked on a Dragon Ball Z style tabletop game thing, so that's been nice.
You worked on Saiyan incest.
Yeah, I did.
Saiyan.
There's a reason for it. Like, they have to keep the bloodline as pure as possible to keep their fighting ability.
But that's patently not true. Looking at all the Saiyan children.
Literally the furthest thing from the truth.
Anyway,
That one gets an anyway, but the hate of the Chinese does not.
Yeah, he has to say how much he hates the Chinese. He can't not.
Can't. He'll explode if he doesn't.
I hate the.
He's like Lopan from Lost Village, but instead of needing murder to calm down, he needs to shit on the Chinese.
When are we gonna watch more Lost Village?
You have to be on. That's how Pain Train works. But you're always busy.
We need to finish Mayoga. We need to finish it.
All right. Well, let us know when you're free. We'll finish it.
Yeah. I haven't really done anything. This past week, other than just school and stuff. I got my 300k, like everybody else did for Fighter Z, which was nice. Got Majin Vegeta.
Like everyone else.
Everyone else except for George. Except for
when
George.
Was this? Like, what day was this actually?
I can't remember. Only a couple of days. I got it by accident. I think I forgot and just signed in.
This was only a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Like maybe like. What day is it? Saturday? Like maybe Wednesday?
I only knew because like I didn't even think about it. I'm never on event hubs. Like, but one day randomly I was like, did any fighting game news come out? And I saw it when it was like 19 hours old. I was like, let me get on this right now.
I didn't even see it on Kappa until after you had mentioned it.
I had to post it on Kappa.
You posted it on Kappa?
Yeah, got
That's
that
great.
fucking delicious karma. She was
How-
great.
How much
Delicious,
karma did you get,
delicious
fam?
Kappa karma.
How much Kappa karma did you get, Kappa?
I don't know. I haven't checked in a while. I think I was at like 112.
See, now I can figure out what your fucking Reddit profile is.
It's the name I use for literally everything. You would have already known.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You also should know mine also because
yeah, yours is Corporal Clegg.
That
Craig.
nope,
Yeah, just
not,
say it
not
out
even
loud
close
so
to what
everyone
mine is.
knows.
Literally not even correct.
It's not Corporal Clegg like it was on
Corporal
PS.
Craig.
Clegg.
Corporal Craig.
Corporal Clegg is my fucking like profile on some stuff like on YouTube or whatever.
Oh well, that's what it was. That's what it.
That is not my Reddit account. It has never been my Reddit account.
I'm surprised you didn't call him on that for saying corporal instead of corporal.
I was hoping you would because you're actually like military.
Alright, well, that works.
Ah, gotcha. All right, it was 2 days ago, by the way, George. It was only 2 days ago. Ha, gotcha, bitch. You got fucking how much karma did your ass get? I want to see. You got 389 post karma and 363 comment karma. Good on you, you son of a bitch. All right, now since I didn't really have anything for weeks, I guess we'll just move on to the main event. Today's podcast is going to be a lot more different.
This
since
podcast is sponsored by
Crunchyroll.com.
Where you get fat. Yeah, we get fat and we just watch and laugh.
Oh, I thought you meant like the figure distributor fat with a PH.
No, I'm talking about fat, you fucking disgusting monsters. Go to the fucking gym.
Gee. Somehow I could feel Claude staring at my user profile. Just so today it's a slow news week because PAX East is like happening now, so we don't really have any game news, much of it. So we're just gonna go with anime today. We're gonna do big anime discusses today. And our first big anime discuss is why do you like anime? Why do you like anime, Claude?
Just in general, yeah. Fuck you, Claude.
Yeah.
Why do you fucking
What?
weeb?
Why do you like anime, you fucking weeb?
Fucking trash weeboo.
God, what a
Yeah, dude.
bitch. I'm so glad nobody else here likes anime.
Their animation is folded over 1,000 times.
Yeah, exactly. Get your dubs out of here. Pure
God,
sub in
Wait,
here.
no,
There's
you leave
there's
those
no
alone.
cow arts in Japan. It's like it's
Uh,
jokes for only
but-
Claude.
Jokes for only Claude.
Oh man, but I guess to be serious, like I don't know, it started like I started watching anime with like my dad growing up. Like he got me into it, because I would get home from school and he'd just already be like off work and like relaxing, and I'd be like, "What are you watching?" And it'd be like he'd watch like Dragon Ball Z is the first one I remember. I remember the ones I watched all the time with him were Dragon Ball Z, Tenchi Muyo, and Gundam Wing, I believe.
The best one.
The main one we'd always watch together is the main one we'd always watch together would be Dragon Ball. And from then, like I don't know, I watched a lot of this stuff. It didn't really strike me why, but I noticed that it was starting to like different like anime better. Maybe it's because of how their storytelling works. Because a lot of the American shows I'd watch, it was like very much contained in that one episode. What was happening? Like if I watch like Hey Arnold or something like that, it's like, hey, you get to have your fun with Stoop Kid for this 20-minute period, and then he's gone forever. But that one's like, hey, stuff's happening a lot. I'm liking this, and that kind of grew. And then, especially when I got into like not so much more writing, but like appreciating like good stories. I was lucky to start running into like high quality anime. Like that's around the time like I was really online a lot and like just finding like random anime online. But I just started like really growing to appreciate the medium because of how much different it works from stuff that was here. And then it turned me into a weeb. So
now, so you're saying so you're saying overall it wasn't worth it.
Monster Musume.
I unironically watched that show.
Oh God, get the fuck out of here! Get off my podcast, you fucking trash fire. Also,
the mermaid girl.
Mermaid Girl is best girl.
Also, Claude. So let me ask you something. This is something only you are really gonna get. Was your time? Is your time with anime, was that prior or after your two skin situation?
So okay, for that joke,
We're talking about the Force.
Okay. I could tell that joke on the podcast.
You could.
To answer your question, James, the anime predates it by like actually 15 years. But to everyone else who's listening about the two skin thing, is when I was in the army, I was with my unit. I was with some of my friends in my unit, and like we were just bullshitting, talking about easy world records to break. And I don't know why, but I was like, "What is the world record from like fastest like soft to ejaculate? Like you're done." And we found it after a while. I think it was like 6 point something seconds. And then one of my sergeants walked through, and we were like, "Can you do this?" And and I put the timer on, and one guy was like slapping his thighs like really quick, like to simulate the sound for 6 point something seconds. He's like, "Can you do it?" He's like, "Nah, man, it's too dangerous. It's gonna turn my foreskin into a 2 skin." And I fucking killed me, and I still use that to this day.
For the record, that's not
not
actual
a
thing I was referring to, but we'll stick with that.
What are you talking about?
No,
Yeah,
we'll talk about it later.
You're
We'll talk about it
You're
later.
talking about the other joke where I said something about like hentai is the reason I watch anime?
No.
was
The
a
thing where you
different
talk
joke.
about like there was a time where you would just beat off constantly.
Oh, yeah, when I had the fastest hand in the West. Dog, that was when I was 18.
Oh, okay. All right.
Fastest hands in the West.
Oof.
Yeah, when you got like no, you referenced something I haven't said in weeks. Yeah, this was me as like maybe 17. Me as a teenager, no job during the summer. So what else is there to do with meat beat, dog? Come on.
Meat beat.
Meat Beat Mania.
Meat beat.
It's a dank Steven Universe reference to all you guys out there.
Get gross.
Oh, I haven't watched
Get your
it,
trash
so.
show out of here. Get your trash show that can't even get its characters fucking proportions
You're gonna talk about
correct.
The off-model shit. Yeah, that's fine. That's whatever.
Yeah.
Go on,
It was-
Tumblr
it-
here. Why don't
it-
you tell us why you got an anime?
It is pretty good.
Yeah, what got you into anime, Skylar?
So really, I guess well, when I was a tiny child, when I was like 4 to 5, when I was growing up, I watched a shitload of Dragon Ball because it was on TV. I don't know. I actually liked how cool it was. I was fucking 4. I don't remember. I think that was awesome that they were yelling and they're blowing shit up, and I was like, yeah, that's fucking hype as a kid. And then I kind of just stopped watching TV, like having time to watch TV for like, because I wanted to watch was always on too late for me to stay up to watch it when I was a kid. So like I like really liked Naruto when I was like elementary school, but I never really got a chance to watch it all that much. Besides like watching like the filler episodes that got put up on YouTube. Like that's like I watched so much Naruto filler just because that was what was up on YouTube when I was like 10 and didn't know how to steal anime from the internet.
Didn't know how to steal it. It's good.
So yeah, so there was that kind of thing when I was really young, where I was just kind of into like shonen because like, yeah, they're cool and they fight and they punch stuff good, and they got dumb cool powers, and I was like chuny shit basically. That was what I was into. But then when I was in high school, what happened was I really liked Firefly. Like when I was like a freshman in high school, I watched Firefly, and I was like, damn, the show is so good. Why did it have to end so quickly? And I had like this horrible like hole in my heart where there's nothing in the world that's like Firefly. What am I gonna do? It was so short. How am I gonna help myself? And then some person on the internet was like, hey, you should watch this show called Cowboy Bebop. It's pretty similar to Firefly. And I was like, fuck it, sure, why not? I think Roger Ebert said it was good, so I guess I should watch it. I don't even know if that's true or not, but I remember thinking that at the time. So I went and I watched Cowboy Bebop, and I was like, man, the show is fucking hype. Maybe anime is this thing I should watch. And so I did. I watched a bunch of like reviews. Like that was how I kind of got into like anime in high school. I watched like old like that guy with the glasses dude reviews for anime. Like just all the people on there who watched anime. I think there was just one at the time. It was Yesu Otaku, who I think is a guy now. I don't know. I'm not up with him in current life. I don't know what's happening with that. I think I should have heard that from somebody. Anyway, oh man, I don't know what pronouns to use anymore.
Just use whatever you want, man.
Oh no, okay. She was cool at the time. She put up good content videos that I watched. So I kind of got into anime through watching a lot of like old shit. Like because I got in high school, and that was right before, like literally like a year before Attack on Titan hit in in the United States, and that was like right when Crunchyroll got big, and the idea of watching anime as it aired in Japan got big. So that's like the current era of anime fans just watching seasonal stuff basically. And I
If
got
you're a real fan.
Yeah, yeah, I guess. And I kind of got in with like the older mentality of like what shows can I find from before that no one's talking about, basically like the old like early 2000s 90s era anime fan mentality of like, look at this DVD that I bought, I wonder if it's any good, kind of thing.
Okay.
So I kind of got in through a bunch of that shit. But basically, the main thing that appeals to me, I guess, is that I consume a lot of media in general, but I really like animation as a medium. Like that, like I really, and Western animation is less abundant. There's some, like I do watch some American cartoons, but I made a joke about Cal Arts earlier and how Cal Arts sucks, and Cal Arts is ruining Western animation because
What's Cal Arts?
California Arts College.
Oh.
It's why everything looks the same. Everything looks shitty. That's on American TV. Like all adult-oriented cartoons all look shitty. So it's just, I don't know. It upsets me. With some exceptions, but I mean, like Legend of Korra was fucking animated mostly in Korea, so that doesn't really count, does it?
Can you give me some examples of the Cal Arts shows? Because I'm not really familiar.
Well, it's all like Rick and Morty, American Dad, Family Guy.
Those are all.
F is for family. Whatever.
Think big Western animation.
Whatever. What's the other live cartoon show on Netflix? That's like there's Bob's Burgers, and then there's
BoJack Horseman.
No, oh yeah, that one kind of counts, but the other one, that's newer.
Is it like?
It's a Big Mouth. Big Mouth.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. And it's not saying any of these shows are like bad. Like some of them are bad, but not like.
No,
like
Big
I
Mouth
like
is horrible.
I like BoJack Horseman. I like Rick and Morty. I like what was the other one? F is for Family is good, but those shows all have bad art, and that's because of the Cal Art stuff.
Yeah.
Isn't it like Rick and Morty just a lot of like fucking tweening and shit?
It's like and it's character designs too. You see what's really depressing a lot is you see a lot of times you look up artists and you look up them before and after Cal Arts, and their art just loses all of the personality that it ever had, and it's so depressing. It makes me mad.
You're gonna have to like show me more stuff on that because I was not aware.
I guarantee you just don't know how to label it.
Yeah.
Like I envision all the shows, and I know what you mean with like bad art and stuff, but I had no idea they all had to do with like the same art college or the same art school.
It's not that like all of them do, but it's that it's like most people that are in animation that work now come from Cal Arts or associated with it in some way. So it just kind of permeates because it's also like the animators and stuff come from there too that are working on shows.
So does it have to do with like the Cal Arts' like teaching philosophy on how animation should work or how art works?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Weird.
Okay. It's interesting. And there are some like shows that kind of like buck trends with that kind of stuff here that I had one in my head that immediately forgot what it was. Like OK KO looks good, I think. Like especially the web show. If you were to watch the web show version of OK KO, that looks really good.
Oh, there's a web show version?
Yeah, it was before it got on TV. It was
okay, that one. The one where it's
yeah.
You got Gohan in there somewhere.
And Gravity Falls looks great. I think Gravity Falls looks good.
Gravity Falls is nice.
Yeah.
Incest.
Oh, also the new DuckTales show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
DuckTales.
the intro, dog. Like, fuck.
New DuckTales is actually really great.
Good.
I think it's the same writing team that did Gravity Falls, so it's like really actually strong as fuck. I recommend it.
I remember like I've only seen like 2 episodes, but like I remember not wanting to check it out, and then I saw the intro, and I was like, well, I'm gonna check this out now.
Yeah, and it's a
did a
fantastic
fantastic
first
job.
episode. It's I was very impressed by it. I like it a lot. Yeah.
Right.
So it's like animation is like my jam.
Your
And
jam.
I really like Eastern storytelling also because they kind of do like, because it's like
You really like Eastern storytelling because they're not afraid to have a child be a 1,000-year-old dragon.
Please stop.
That's why you're really into
I really like that it's like a thing where they can wear. In general, it's not everything, but they usually like. I feel like a lot of times they wear the like theme like super heavily on its sleeve. So it isn't like what I gotta interpret it. What's the theme? But then the way that they go about telling the theme gets really abstract. Like,
Okay.
if you're like to
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
Evangelion, you know it's impossible not to watch Evangelion and not know what they're trying to convey to you. But the way
Mhm.
they go about conveying it to you is really weird and cool and
Yes.
interesting to me. And so I'm into that. That's pretty much it though.
For me, the way I got into anime was I actually started like most kids. For what? I started with what?
You started with Wordsworth, didn't you?
What the fuck is Wordsworth?
Pingu in the city.
Is that Newt Penguin thing?
Yeah, but it was like a Scandinavian
Oh,
cartoon,
okay.
or I think at first, and then they was like most recent one was animated in Japan. So
Okay. No. I started with like Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z for early on, like maybe like grade school, and then when I reached, and then my mom didn't let me watch Sailor Moon because it was girls in skirts, and she
Yeah, it
didn't
didn't
feel.
stop you though.
No, and then there was a point in which we didn't have the Funimation channel on Bright House, but we had the anime. But we had the anime on demand. But anime on demand, all that had was like really like ecchi shows that I would have to like have my finger on the last channel button on my TV remote
yeah,
for when my mom
watching
was.
Tosen at 5 years
Those
old.
days.
Ooh.
No,
Yeah,
I watched.
Yeah. That
I
would
watched-
be the one.
I watched.
That would be the one.
What did I? What was it?
Icky
Icky
Tosen.
Tosen.
The Battle
nothing.
Maidens.
No, not Battle Maidens. I watched one about a female shinobi who had like a lesbian like friend, and it had like this yellow blobby like gag character. He looked kind of like the teacher from Assassination Classroom, but he was just a head instead of like a
I don't know what the
full.
fuck you're talking about.
Don't worry about it.
Wiccan Club.
Yeah.
Um,
We're gonna keep throwing out these shows until you say you watch one of them.
I'd have to look. Let's see.
Tenjo
Oh, okay.
Was it Tenjo Tenge?
Yeah. It's pretty good action until they punch each other and the girls' clothes explode like
Load.
No,
I
it's
don't
not
understand
that
it.
show. It's not that show.
I mean that's all.
Okay.
Next to
What,
Warfare.
Mother's Basement covered one of.
Punk.
No, I didn't even learn about Desert Punk until I went over to my friend James's house at age like 21, and I saw that he had Desert Punk. I was like, "What the fuck is
Why did you
Desert
say
Punk?"
like 2 years ago? Why do you make it sound like this is a long
Yeah,
time?
Because
James's
I was in
4-year-old
grade
everybody.
school when I was watching these ecchi shows, and I didn't know.
50-year-old man.
Anyway, no,
like-
one of the Mother's Basement covered in a video about magical school harem anime.
Man, fuck Mother's Basement.
Yeah, but he actually had a video in which he actually talked about the specific anime that I watched. And the anime is super
Wait,
bad.
quick question, Claude. What made you hate Mother's Basement? Like, what video?
He has
exactly?
fuck no. It's just his general taste about stuff. I think he has shit opinions. Every now and then he'll post something. I'm like, I can agree with this, but for the most part, I'm like, wow.
Remember when he told people to watch Death March into the New World? Remember that when that happened?
When he was telling people about that.
Yeah, he told everyone to go watch Death March into the New World.
Yeah, that was a fucking
guy.
mediocre ass show if I ever see one. I remember I
Death
was like,
March
is this a good?
so fucking bad? I hate.
I
that
watched
movie.
7 episodes. I'm like, yep, this is popcorn because I wanted something to watch in the time between like shows that was not like that nothing was coming out.
That reminds
This is-
me of me when I was a child, and I would say that I was watching Sailor Moon so I could watch what was on after it. But really, I just really liked Sailor Moon. I didn't want people to think that I was girly. I did the same thing with Totally Spies.
What is this anime called?
I didn't watch it because I was scared that I might like it, so I did. That was my only reason.
What is this?
But we talk about what ecchi shows you were watching, James.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the anime I'm thinking of is specifically from Mother's Basement's Harry Potter anime knockoffs video.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
It's fine. Wait, hold on. I'm getting
it
the name.
Negma. You watching
No,
Negima?
it's not.
It might be Negima.
It is no, it is not Negima. It is.
Negima's good, so that would be bad if it was that.
There's a new Negima that's apparently like super violent.
All right, what
Like,
is
I
this?
mean,
What is this?
I mean the manga for Negima like was like a shonen manga. It went like Gurren Lagann places at the end.
Okay.
Like it's pretty nuts. They like fight God or some shit.
Oh, it's Maburaho.
I don't know what it is.
So
Okay. The guy is born with magical, like immense magical potential, but if he uses it, he has a limited number of uses, or else he'll die. And then 3 chicks from like 3 noble families are like trying to get all up in his dick so they can have magical babies that are like super
what you're
powerful.
telling me is that you just watched an anime.
I watched a very specific ecchi anime, and anyway.
The anime.
Take on no Quasar.
Anyway, beyond that, y'all keep interrupting me when I'm trying to tell my stories here. I let y'all speak, and I don't get shit.
I mean, I haven't gotten to speak yet, but
Well, yeah, but
Make sure you get all the time you need, my friend.
fuck you, Clark. So anyway, after I moved in with my dad for middle school, I watched a little bit of Funimation. I watched mostly Spiral and Case Close, which were like investigator, like shonen manga, or shonen anime. But then I was banned from watching television for like several years. So I just read because my dad was trying to tell me something. And I kept looking back at the TV because I think Naruto was on or something. I got into Naruto and pretty heavy in middle school. I know the hand
You had
signs.
a good reason to ban you from TV for years.
But I wasn't watching Naruto at the time. I was watching like Case Closed, and he was trying to tell me something. He was trying to like lecture me on something, and I kept looking back at the TV and going like, And he was like, fuck you, kid. You're banned from watching television until I say so.
I love that like that lasted years. That's
because he forgot. Because he forgot, and I was a child.
And you were too dumb to think, yeah. See, I had the opposite as a child, where my parents would say something, and I'd be like, hey, when can I do this? And they would say something that was like several years later. So like, oh, he'll forget, he won't ask. And then they're like, hey, I'm that age now. Can I do the thing that you said? And it's like, well, I guess we didn't say that. So.
No, my dad just forgot, and I never like asked about it because I didn't want to get punished for longer or some shit. So I got really into reading throughout all of middle school and early high school until I was finally like mentioned that, until I finally just thought about like, I haven't watched television in a long time. He's probably forgotten. And then it turned out he did, and he never asked me about watching television again. So then around that time when I was in high school, Attack on Titan came out, and I watched it, and it was alright. And then but I never really got back into anime. I just took people's recommendations and like made like a coin toss on whether or not I would watch it. So like that's how I got into JoJo, and that's how I got into pretty much any show I've watched. But that has been good for me in that I have not watched a bad show. I've always been able to watch good shows.
You also avoided good shows we told you to watch. For some
Yeah, but that's because
even
I
if
just
you
don't
find
care.
clips online that you find are very enjoyable,
I
and
almost
shows
feel
good.
like you intentionally don't watch things I recommend to you just to spite me.
No, not to spite you. Oh, I totally forgot something from my week. I played Detective Pikachu.
Oh right, that's the thing.
That's
that came
out.
Yeah, that came out on the 30th of March.
It did, yeah.
I've been playing it. It's super good.
How is his voice? Is his voice good all the way?
His voice is good. His voice is good.
Are most of the voices good?
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
It's also multilingual.
Does he have noir monologues?
Somewhat, yes. From what I've gotten to, I'm only in the first chapter, but yes, ish.
All right, so if he does noir monologues, that's pretty cool.
Also, if you want an explanation for why he can talk, only the main character can understand him.
So it's schizophrenia, is what you're telling
The
me.
main character
Yes.
is imagining him to have this voice.
Yes, exactly.
Incredible.
But it's really fun. Liked it. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about anime. But yeah, I never really got too deep into anime, unfortunately. Like, I watch things that people recommend if they interest me. So I got to see the classics. I saw Cowboy Bebop. I saw Evangelion. I saw Samurai Champloo. I saw the good ones. I saw all the good classics. My hit or miss a few. But I really like anime because it's good animation, and I like this, and I like the things. I like the art. I like the art a lot. Japanese art is just really fucking appealing, and I never got into cartoons because of the TV ban for so many years. So I never got into that. Yeah, I never really got. I didn't get Claude's thing where he could. He was actually able to watch stuff with his family, like his dad. Because I can't even get my dad to watch like normal television shows with me.
But your dad
My
loves
dad's
Black
radical.
Bullet.
What? Wait, hold on. Two different things happened. Okay, Claude said something. What did you say, Claude?
I said my dad's radical.
Your dad sounds pretty rad. Okay, Skylar, what did you say?
And I said your dad likes Black Butler, though.
No, my stepdad likes Black Butler.
Oh, your stepdad likes Black Butler.
But my stepdad will also not watch anything with me because he just wants to watch things that his friend will recommend him instead of me. It's
I thought
like
you were about to say because he doesn't want to be around you.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. But it's weird. My stepmom has actually been the one to watch anime with me, which I've actually been very appreciative of. I got her to watch Mushishi, which I told people about this.
Mushishi's really good.
Yeah, unfortunately, Netflix only has season 2, but she liked what she saw. And I'm going to try and get her to watch...
Yeah. Netflix only has season 2, and Hulu only has season 1, but I think it only has the dub for some reason, and that really upsets
That's
me.
fine, because the dub is good, and
It's
honestly...
okay. I like Japanese Ginkgo too much, though. His voice is
Yes,
so good in the sub.
I only ever experienced the dub, so I don't know, because it was on Funimation when I watched it.
Oh. Yeah, Ginkgo's sub voice is really good. I like it a lot.
Okay.
I really like how low key the sub is for that. Like it's such like very like minimalist voice acting. I like it a lot.
I also just have to make sure like find shows. Like I also like have to give them dubs to watch because like it'll just be the easiest way for them to like the less things to the less barriers to entry the better at this point.
I guess.
Uh
Can't remember last time I unironically watched the dub.
Panty and Stalking.
Yeah, well, I mean, I saw that a while ago. Like Ghost Stories, maybe.
Before we get any further than this, we should give George his time.
Oh yeah, of course.
Right.
I was actually gonna say, George,
Turn.
why do you like
My
anime,
turn.
you fucking weeb trash fire?
He's the least weeb. though.
Yeah, he's the least weeb in the entire server.
That's
This is
true.
But of course, I started watching anime because of a little unknown anime called Dragon Ball Z.
Never
Guys
heard of
may
it.
have heard-
Is that new?
Oh, okay.
Some gay shit.
Yeah, it just finished actually. The
Is
third
that it? Oh, is that the one about Boruto's dad?
The third act.
It's the one about Jiren and how cool he is.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Jiren, the
You see him
great
without his
character.
shirt on. When he has his shirt off, he's impossible to defeat.
And how you think there's gonna be good character development, but
Nope.
I never
No,
expected that with Dragon
can't
Ball.
have good character development. Not in my
Dragon
my
Ball.
DBZ.
Not in my Toriyama story.
Oh God, no.
Just let him.
Please
do the
read
art
his
and
comedy
just make someone
manga.
else make the story. God. But yeah, pretty much I started there, and I of course watched Toonami. It wasn't until like I think, like, cause my uncle was like super into anime too. He wasn't like
Really?
a weeb about it, but he was like he was into it like about as much as me, if not more. Fuck are you gonna say? Are you gonna make a joke about pedophilia? You piece
He
of
wasn't
shit?
like a
No.
weeb about it or anything.
Yeah, I know that was the
It was a
that kind of tickled
statement.
me too.
Oh. Okay. Oh yeah.
Please continue.
Pretty much when me and my dad
Please
are
clap.
Huh?
I clapped when I saw it.
That's like the Jeb Bush please clap thing.
Yeah, but pretty much when we went to his house, there was a little anime, like, cause like of course before then I'd only seen Toonami, and Toonami like and originally kind of like heavily edited down a lot of the stuff to appeal to children. There was one anime that he had It was called Afro Samurai, and we sat and watched it. That was like when I really started like actually getting into anime, because like it was like so different from most of the stuff I had seen, and on top of that, it like really helped that it did have a black lead character, and the art style was like really fucking good and cool looking.
Yeah, Black
But
Samurai looks really pretty.
oh yeah, stories, but
Pretty dumb.
it-
Have you
it's
actually
pretty
seen? Have you seen the like the pilot for that before?
Oh yeah, the pilot looks good, man.
It's fucking fantastic. It's
oh
so cool.
man, it should have stuck with that, but
Yeah, the art style was fucking cool as shit.
yeah, but yeah, pretty much after I saw Afro Samurai, I started realizing that anime is more than just dudes punching each other super hard. People can actually die and like stay dead. And it's more to it than Yu Yu Hakusho's and your Dragon Ball Z's.
Hey man, especially about Yu Yu Hakusho, that show's fucking sick.
So Yu Yu Hakusho is the best. It's easily one of my top 3, easy.
It's really good.
But
Y'all motherfuckers need to
pretty
watch Hunter x Hunter. I'm gonna save that for the next topic.
Same
I've
author.
never-
Same author
Yeah,
as
I'm
I've
aware.
never
Yu Yu Hakusho.
single episode
But
of
you,
it.
I'll stop. I'll hold myself.
I just saw a spoiler on the subreddit that made me want to watch Hunter x Hunter. So
You son of a bitch.
What's
You
the
son of a
spoiler?
bitch.
Quick,
I
say.
I don't care about spoilers really, so it doesn't bother me. Cause like normally, unless it's a big twist, it doesn't bother me. But I just saw it just looks interesting, so I want to see it.
Be vague about the spoiler so I can know like what you saw.
It's the title of. I'm not gonna read the whole title, but the title of the post, the last sentence of it, is "This is gone in the last arc of the anime," and it's like a
Okay.
picture, and it looks like a rough time is happening.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, pretty much after that, like during high school, I didn't watch much, and I got like really back into it in college and stuff. And yeah, discovered Berserk, of course, through my uncle as well, and
Damn, cool shit.
also discovered like he got me onto like a good number of like adult animes. Granted, I was like 12 or 13 at the time, so I couldn't fully grasp what was going on, but like it was still pretty hardcore.
It's like my uncle who told me to watch Akira when I was like 11, and then I did. And it was awesome.
He actually, like, the first time I ever saw Ghost in the Shell was with my uncle, and all I wanted to see was the girl in the booby suit. That's all I
I
cared
feel
about.
like that movie would be impossible to understand. At
Oh
that
yeah,
age.
no, I didn't understand anything. I just cared about when people were getting shot and like people were half naked. That's all that
So
mattered.
literally, the first scene of the movie and the last scene of the movie.
Pretty much everything else was just fucking psychobabble or technobabble. But I did understand how like it looked really good, and I guess I got some of the concepts very vaguely, but like of course going back now as an adult made me understand, wow, this is actually really fucking deep. And
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson was great.
yeah. Okay. So yeah, no, that was pretty much it though. In college, I just got into JoJo and like all the other stuff like Inuyashiki and what
Inuyashiki.
else? Inuyashiki. I don't know why.
I
keep saying
have to. I
Inuyashiki.
can't.
Don't
Can't let that
don't
one.
you correct him. You fucking don't know anyone. You can't say Japanese words. Don't be
I
that.
can.
Don't
I
even.
misspelled one name. I misspelled one name, and I don't do that.
No,
But yet
did
you're out
misspell
here
it
forgetting the
wrong. You did it
creator
wrong
of certain
outside.
series getting called out by the one person watching the show. Yet you're justified. Now my face.
Wait, what
for
are you?
that.
What are you talking about? Tell me what you're talking about.
So you were on my ass for a while about misspelling like Chiaya. I was like, wait, what was the
But
name?
you
again?
also said it wrong out loud.
Yeah, I said
You just-
Chiaya or something like that. But
Chiaya.
then that is less of a problem of how many people listen to this podcast? Fucking nobody. But on that on the one podcast where you're talking about the person who made Devilman and what else he made, you got called out instantly for being super wrong.
I didn't-
Fuck you.
It was okay. No, I was only half wrong. Fuck you. Gona Guy did work on Getter Robo, but he wasn't the creator of Getter Robo. But he did work on it. He just wasn't the creator of it.
Anyway, I was doing the thing that anyone would do, and it's like for a fact, like, all right, let me help you with this, but I've done it like 8 times. If you had to tell me it was like Kekai Sensen like 8 times, I'm like, you know what, I'll listen to you. I'm not gonna, continue, George. I'm done with this.
The anger has subsided.
No, he's simply holding back.
Guess
saving it for the Hunter x Hunter
animes.
talk.
All right. Yeah, my favorite anime is gonna be Cyborg 009. That Devilman remake that came out this year. That was like really, really good. Of course, Dragon Ball Z's like top tier, but that's like in a league of its own because it got me into anime. Berserk, the usual casual or a little bit, yeah, pretty much. With the exception of like Full Metal Alchemist, because I've never seen that shit, or Cowboy Bebop.
Really?
There's a lot of, there's like a lot of like starter animes that I have not seen, like Code Geass stuff.
And that show sucks.
Yeah, you're fine without watching that one.
All right. I heard it was like really good.
Nah,
it has good bits, but as a whole, it is not really good.
Code Geass is really good if you're like in middle school.
Oh, all right.
Sit call outs, but I don't like it. I think it's like a show that sort of like hinges on like, man, the main character is so smart, but then he just does dumb shit constantly.
Yeah, imagine Death Note, but not as well written throughout.
Yeah, Death Note, but not as smart as Death Note, and Death Note's not even like the smartest thing.
It's not even the smartest.
Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are my favorite animes and how I got into it. I also like anime because it's very different from Western storytelling, which is like good. I do love my Western animation to this day, regardless what anyone says. Even though there is a problem, there are definite problems, like such as CalArts being the only animation company apparently on the West.
It's a college, it's like an art institute.
Yeah,
but a lot of people do come from there. What are your favorites as far as Western animation goes?
Oh, what favorites? Avatar. What else?
That adopts a more like Eastwide style. It is Western.
I guess fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
And it was also animated in Korea as well.
The first one too. Like you mentioned that with Legend of Korra.
Legend of Korra for sure. Most of the cool shit is animated by Korean people, and except for season 2, which was animated by Studio Pierrot, actually, who does Naruto.
Oh boy, the kings of inconsistent quality.
Which is why that season sucks, by the way.
Why are they so bad about their quality? Like when they want to do a good episode, they'll put all their money into that episode, but the rest of the episode will have really weird, stilted animation.
I don't really know. I don't really know. I think it's just because they put out so many episodes for those big long running shonen that they just kind of like save for the money shot, and they just have them spend all the time on the moment they want to be really cool, and just do that. Because there's some really cool stuff in Naruto as far as animation goes, like that one opening with Naruto fighting Lee. It's like they're both like silhouetted. It's fucking sick.
Okay, quick question. Did you mean like just any animation or like?
Well, you mentioned you really like Western animation, so I'm asking what your favorites are.
Yeah. Ed, Edd n Eddy is like really good. Like it's simple and to the point.
So I thought
I like the soundtrack to Ed, and Eddy more than the actual animation of Ed, and Eddy.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of like older shows, there was a lot of personality in the art style. Like I really appreciate that versus like
nothing looked like Ed, and Eddy when it came out.
I feel like currently, for Western animation, it's hard to ignore how amazing some of like the 3D animation is. Like Moana looks incredible. You ever seen Moana? That movie looks
okay. So we're talking about movies too.
Yeah, I tossed movies in there.
Okay, all right. No, we can't. Like when I was talking, I was like mostly thinking about like fucking like TV shows, not movies. But that's if we're talking about animation in general, I should think about that too.
With movies, that's like much harder because like I don't hate 3D animation, but 2D. I'm 2D animation all day.
Yeah,
every day.
I agree. It's just, but I can appreciate like when stuff looks really cool. I don't know. There's that new Pixar short with like the seagull. I think it's a seagull or like a crab or something. It's on the beach. I forget what the animal is.
Oh yeah, the one before Moana, right?
Yeah, no, the one before Moana was It was the one about like people at like it's about wage slaves. It's that one.
Oh, the one with the
Oh,
people on the
yeah,
train.
Yeah. Okay.
No, it's the guy who goes to work every day,
Oh, yeah,
and
I know
it's
what
like
you're talking
and it's like his
All
brain
gray or
is telling
whatever?
him that he needs to go to work. Yeah, and his heart
Oh.
is like, no, you need to go and have fun or whatever.
Go to France, go to wherever, be a person, live.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I have to work.
And that short actually goes pretty well before Moana, because Moana is kind of like about doing what you want to do with your life and stuff. instead
Yeah.
of being,
And like
What
they
was
had
it?
like possibly the best water effects ever.
yeah, it
like,
looks the
animated.
movie is fucking beautiful to look at.
What was it they had where it was like, I think it was, I don't know, was it Coco or some shit? I don't remember the name of the movie. But they had a super long like Olaf, like
Oh yeah, that was Coco.
cartoon.
Yeah, that was Coco.
Yeah,
I
and then
haven't
like
seen
people were
Coco, but
super
yeah, they-
salty
they
because
really-
they're like, why is this so long?
It was like a 20-minute long Olaf short.
20 minutes short?
And they said that it was
That's
terrible.
an episode of Seinfeld. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they said that it was really awful also, on top of being really long.
Yeah,
Oh.
fucking Frozen is ass, man. I hate that movie so much.
I
It's
didn't mind
not-
it when I saw it, and then it got like too big for its britches, and I feel like it's been ruined in my brain.
I saw it after the hype for it like died, and someone was like, "You have to watch this." I was like, "We'll see." And then the first song started, and I was like, "Okay."
The first song's pretty
This is
good.
pretty good.
Yeah, first song's pretty
Yeah,
good.
like I was like, okay, maybe this has me. And then I had the scene with her meeting the prince at the beginning or whatever. I was like, never in my life have I so quickly been like, that's gonna be a villain. And she's like,
Yep.
how do you know that? I was like, because this is too fast. This is too easy. They always have to go through some trial and tribulation. No,
and they
this
also
is
like
too
called
convenient.
into it. It was it was Frozen is fine. It's not like amazing. I didn't.
I'm
hate
not.
it.
I'm just saying things I noticed at the beginning of it. Like I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
it's a terrible movie. Like the two things. Like one, the soundtrack instantly got me. Two, I had never been so fast to be like, this character will be a villain in anything.
Let It Go's overrated though. Fuck that.
That
song.
Let It Go is super overrated. I like the song well enough, but like hearing everyone sing that song all the time made me not want to watch the movie.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I saw it when it was still in theaters, so I was like before the bullshit where it got super crazy with how popular it was. But after the point, I was like, man, that song not even that great. Why everyone cares so much?
Why so much noise for
Why
Let
so
It
much
Go?
noise for Disney?
Which
Hey,
noise?
remember how the song from Coco won Best Song at the Oscars, but then Sufjan Stevens didn't win?
We
Yeah.
keep detracting from people's weeks. I promise I wouldn't do that to you, George. I'm sorry. Or not weeks.
But yeah, that was like, what were we? What was I talking about? Shit.
Oh,
You
what's
went-
the rest of
at first it was
animation?
what got you into anime, and then I guess at some point you were like, I'm gonna talk about my favorite anime. And then we just kind of kept
Yeah,
going from there.
Yeah.
that's also okay. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. I guess I'm done.
All right, James.
My favorite anime?
Oh, I can continue our leader. What's next?
Yeah, there's another segment.
Okay, our next
There's multiple
segment
segments.
is favorite genre and favorites within said genre. I'll go ahead and start this one. My favorite genres are
Straight Shota.
golf clap. Golf clap that one. Golf clap on that. My favorite genre are mecha. I love me some Gundam. Yeah, I love Gundam Wing, and I know that's like I know it's not really the best Gundam, but I like that one.
He likes it because he got to kiss a girl when he was watching it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know
yeah.
that story.
Yeah. Mecha, big, no, but the reason really is for your Gurrens, your Big O's, and your Evangelions. Those are my big three.
Big O is really
And
good.
Big O is
I could
Those are
never
all
get
good
into
shows.
Rigo.
you're missing out.
Big O season 1's really good. I almost say don't watch season 2 just because not even season 2 is bad, but season 2 is only half finished because the rest of it got canceled.
Mhm.
Oh.
So just watch season 1 and then pretend like that was the end because it was supposed to be the end anyway. So
Yeah, and then the and then our new Darling the Franks also adding great stuff in the mecha genre.
Darling in the NTR.
Yeah, it's see, y'all doubted me when I said, "Oh man, this has like NTR themes in it."
No, I did not doubt
Who
you.
doubted you? You
Nobody
liar!
doubted you. It was
No, I
clear
was
from the start.
No, no, no,
Ichigo's
no,
getting cut
no. That's
so
bullshit. That's some
hard.
revisionism. We were talking about it, and I was like, "Man, I can't handle this. This has got a lot of NTR in it." And you're like, "What are you talking about?"
We were telling you that you were dumb for like getting up in arms about that.
I was getting like emotionally upset. I'm emotionally upset.
I don't know if I
NTR
can
like
handle
fucks me
Franks
up.
because of the NTR.
NTR fucks me up, man.
Like the moment you see how they're piloted and how she feels towards him, you instantly know.
Ichigo getting cucked, and then Goro's getting cucked since day one.
Since
And
day
now we got
one.
and now we got the fat guy, Futoshi's. He got cucked.
Futaba.
Everyone getting
Futaba
cucked.
got
You
cucked.
might have someone who wants to try being a lesbian but isn't allowed to be a lesbian.
Yeah, she's
Pistols
super
and pistols
that-
don't work.
for sure lesbian.
But have we tried Stamen and Stamen? We gotta try.
They're gonna do Hiro. They're gonna do Hiro and Mitsuru at some point, and then they're gonna do Ikuno and somebody. I don't know. Ikuno and Ichigo or sometime at some point, and they're gonna be gay.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're gonna go for the Yuri ending. I'm calling it now.
Your ending? I'm calling Yaoi ending for the big bucks.
No,
The big bucks.
they will not.
You know,
Yaoi
Star Driver had a poly ending.
Ooh, poly ending. That's a rare
Yeah.
one. That's a rare one. So yeah, Mecha, I'd probably Mecha, and then like basic kind of. I'm mainly just into like shonen anime, to be honest. Like, because like I don't really have a favorite. Like, I like JoJo. JoJo's a great favorite of mine, but it's just a shonen anime. And I like Kekai Sensen. That's just a shonen anime. What's Made in Abyss? What's Made in Abyss? What genre is that?
Made in Abyss is weird. Made in Abyss is it's an adventure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's hard to classify in that. Like,
A lot of
I
my
don't
big
think it fits a demographic like shonen or seinen or whatever because it's kind of in the middle of both of those.
a lot of my big favorites don't fit into any one genre because there are a lot of different things. But I guess I have a lot of favorites in the mecha genre. I will say mecha is my favorite.
that's fair.
What about you, George?
I already went through my favorites. I thought I
Well,
already.
not in favorite genre. You
Yeah.
went
favorite
into what your
genre.
favorite shows are.
Yeah, favorite genre and favorite in that genre.
I guess for action, it's really hard to just do just one.
Do it,
So,
bitch. Do it.
I'm gonna say 3. So favorite for action are Afro Samurai because like one of them that got me in there. Yu Yu Hakusho and fuck it, Dragon Ball Z. And I'm starting to really like I'm not gonna say I'm starting to really like it, but I guess you could say like it's starting to grow on me more and more. Is Slice of Life, because before, like, why would I watch Slice of Life? It doesn't.
Not gonna lie, I was terrified you were gonna say Isekai.
Yeah,
What?
he's getting super into I don't know what's bad.
Death
isekai
March to a
right
parallel
now.
universe.
What's
Is
a
there a
bad
bad isekai right
isekai? What's a bad isekai? Konosuba.
First off, shut up.
Oh, so what's one?
Second,
I was saying, what's one airing right now? Like,
Sword
like,
Art.
this
is there
season,
isekai this
like
season? Yeah.
the season just started, so I don't even know. I haven't
Are there
seen all
any-
the stuff this season yet.
Let's look. Is there any isekai this season? I don't even know. There's a new Sword Art Online, but I don't think that
but-
counts.
That counts. It's
Dude,
the
Slice of
Sword
Life
Art.
is
The whole
starting
point
to-
is this video game.
But it's 3 hertz, and it's Kano's Journey author, and they might not even be stuck in the game. You don't even know.
They can leave at any time, but for some reason they just choose to stay.
Continue though, George. While we're looking up isekai shows, you said Slice of Life.
Oh yeah, Slice of Life. Starting to get into that, I guess, because like
What's
I guess
Nichijou, my friend?
Nichijou. All right,
Yeah, it's the one I
I'll
was talking about earlier.
Nichijou literally means my everyday life.
okay, cause yeah.
I'm gonna
'cause,
send you
like,
one clip.
All right, it's like pretty much it's starting to like, it's like about different cultures and all that. Since most of them, if not all of them, are set in Japan, and it's day-to-day life. I guess is a little bit of a break from the normal, from like someone having to save the world every episode. So
I'm also starting to like comedies more, which is I can only watch comedies dubbed though, because if it is subbed, it just can't do it. It's not gonna do it for me.
Let me just get that Nichigo clip right now. Like,
Huh?
just keep going though.
Okay. Yeah, but with the exception of what's the name of that sketch anime? The one that's practically just all about memes. I keep forgetting its name.
Pop Team Epic.
Team Epic.
Pop Team Epic. With the exception of Pop Team Epic, like not a lot of subbed animes can actually make me laugh. That being said, Pop Team Epic is up there. So is My Girlfriend's a Gal, because of just how horrible, terrible it is.
Wait, which one was that? Hajime no Gal?
Yeah, that was the one that was a
shows
ripoff of
terrible.
Galco-chan.
Not a ripoff of Galco-chan.
Their designs
not
look
similar.
like it.
They're just
They're
gals.
Yeah,
Gals look
no.
similar, but it's nothing at all like Galco-chan.
Yeah, but yeah. I guess also in a way I'm still a child at heart, so I still like gacha animes. Apparently, like Pokemon is like their battle scenes are like super well animated now, like to the point of like almost movie quality. So I'm probably gonna start checking that out. Zatch Bell is of course like one of the goats. Wait, does that count? As
Wait, really?
What, you don't like Zatch Bell?
That is really. I barely
No, that's
ever watched
bold to
Zatch
put it
Bell.
up there as a goat.
I like it a lot.
I haven't watched
Zatch
that
Bell's
for
super
so
underrated,
long.
man. Yeah, I think it's like super underrated, man.
I mean, I watched. No, I don't know if I'd ever put it as a goat, but you're entitled to that opinion.
But yeah, and of course Yu-Gi-Oh, but
Yu-Gi-Oh!
fucking
Sorry, I had to.
Yeah.
yeah. But that's it.
Yeah.
Pretty much for me, I guess.
Interesting. That's cool. I guess. Is it my turn? Has everyone else went?
I mean, it's either me or you, but you can go for it.
Vlad and
I'll go.
Skylar, yeah.
Cool. I don't feel like I'm kind of like with James, where I don't like have like a single genre that I think that I favor more than any other one. Really, when you look at the stuff that I watch, like the unifying theme, it's just that I'm really into stories that are like strongly character focused instead of like narratively focused, I guess. Like most of the stuff that I really like is like things people like because of the character writing instead of like the overall story writing, I guess. But if I had to say that a genre, I guess it would be like sci-fi, like just broadly sci-fi, and then my favorite would be specifically the end of Evangelion, because the movie's fucking amazing, and it's incredible. It's an incredible cinematic movie, and I love it a lot. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because yeah, I don't really my list of my big favorite shows are all spread all over the fucking place. There's like no unifying genre theme or whatever between them. I'll watch fucking whatever as long as it interests me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much me though.
Okay.
What about you, Quan? What are you?
Mine's is fairly easy to say because I didn't branch out until I'd say about 2 years ago. About 2 years ago is when I started branching out on what I watched.
Okay.
Wait, was it 2 years? Whatever, it doesn't matter. But mine, hands down, is shonen anime. That is exclusively what I watched for the longest time. Like a lot of battle series, I like loved it. And the one that's at a bullet as far as like this is probably my favorite shonen show, which hurts my heart because no one here is gonna fucking watch it, except for Skylar eventually on a whim when I stop caring enough. Is Hunter x Hunter? That is my favorite shonen anime, like bar none, because there's a lot of, and I almost didn't watch it because I like shonen shows and I knew that show existed, but for some reason I didn't check it out because I was like. The same joke that like I think James made on podcast. If he didn't make it on podcast, he made it in the group. I'm like, that's not even a thing. Is I legitimately thought it was like about some boy fighting you with a fishing pole. Because I played like one of the jump star games and like half his moves involve that. So like, is this some boy fighting with a fishing pole? Because I don't really care. And then I was looking at 2 shows to watch. I was like, I will either watch this show or like Hitman Reborn. And I was like, you know what? Let me just do Hunter x Hunter because that's easier for me to find. I don't remember why. I think that was on Crunchyroll and the other one wasn't, or maybe the initial art style appealed to me more. And goddamn, that is a fast moving train. The first few episodes are slow, and then it just gets better and better, and it hits a point where, like, arguably, like in all of anime, my favorite arc is probably in Hunter x Hunter. 2 of my favorite arcs are in Hunter x Hunter, and like, I can never shut up about that show. If I have like 4 friends who don't watch anime or watch it to varying degrees, and I told them to watch that show. I've never had a single person not fall in love with it and put it in their top 5. Like I fucking love that show so much. I never read the manga, but it keeps going on hiatus, so fuck me.
Yeah, get fucked.
Get smoked, bitch.
But that's my answer on that one.
Sick. I will watch Hunter x Hunter eventually in the year.
Yeah, literally the day I stop caring, you'll message me being like, I started Hunter x Hunter.
I will go to your funeral and spit on your grave and say Hunter x Hunter is terrible. I will watch Hunter x Hunter and I will not tell you until you die. Until I die.
I want this from Friday the 13th. Scene from Friday the 13th to happen, and James just turn around and Claude just pop out of that grave, and just choke him and drag him down with him.
I want James to watch it and then tell me some obscure shit that's not even major. Like he'll be like, man, that one scene with Gentru is fucked. I was like, he's in season 4. We're like, yeah.
Or I'll do the same thing with Little Witch Academia too. Just like, man,
that one wouldn't upset me as much because that's not a commitment. Little Witch Academia is like 24 episodes versus Hunter x Hunter, which is like 146.
I'll say some obscure shit from like the 90s version or like the early 2000s version.
It's the same content.
I know.
One of those takes super slowly and not good.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
All right, next one. What's our next big discuss?
Our next big discuss is anime you enjoyed that you wish were more popular. Flip Flappers.
That was unironically my answer.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I think he guessed your answer.
I had a feeling it was going to be Claude's. Yeah.
I have a couple, but that's number 1 with a bullet.
That's like the ultimate answer because, like I don't know if this is like pierced everyone's mind, but Flip Flappers on release in Japan only sold 843 copies of the Blu-ray.
That's an abysmal failure.
It's abysmal failure. And it
like,
makes
what
me
was it?
so
It was like,
sad.
so 10K is you guys did pretty well.
I gotta look up what it is. There's actually a fucking chart for that. Let's look it up.
If you can correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it was like 10K is like you did really well. 5K is like, okay, you know, that's good. Anything above 2K is like, all right, well, you did something. Anything under 2K is like, you flopped hard. While he's looking that up, I'll just do my turn. The reason I say Flip Flappers is also, like I mentioned before, that I was into shonen anime until like 2 years ago. It wasn't until that season, it was winter 2017 anime, that I was like, you know what, let me try out some other stuff. And I found Flip Flappers, and I remember the animation at the end of the first episode really caught me. Like, Flip Flappers was the show to get me out of just watching shonen anime. So that show, like, I unironically treasure that show. It's not even a meme. And then it fucking hurt me that, 1, no one I knew talked about it. And 2, I learned from Skylar, like, how badly it sold. I was like, this hurts my heart. Flip Flappers deserved better. But yeah, that's the one that I was like, I enjoyed and I wish more people.
Real good. It makes me mad that it didn't sell. I recently purchased it. Oh, did yours? Mine came in a little bit ago. I don't know if yours came in yet, Claude.
Yeah, it was mine being shipped that spurred your purchase.
Yeah. I bought it. I purchased it.
My answer is
844 copies.
My answer is
I wish I want to think of an answer.
I wish I wish Kekai Sensen was more main. I wish Kekai Sensen was one of those anime that everybody and their mother knows.
Interesting. I mean, it is really popular.
Yeah,
You
but I
ever look
want.
up, like there are like those mads people make of
Mhm.
like the ED with other stuff in it. It's
Mhm.
pretty popular.
It is, but like this is coming from me I don't really watch anime that doesn't already have a good recommendation for it. So like I could say like Precure, but Precure is pretty popular also, right?
Precure is hella popular.
Yeah, so that's not a
Precure
thing
is
I
a
can say.
household name in Japan.
I wish that my dad would ask me. So tell me, what's this Kekai Sensa? What is this? Kekai
Top Kek.
Top Kick. I want my dad to come up to me and ask me that and be like, "Yeah,
That would
we
be a
made
weird
it."
one for him to do that with. It'd be
It
a weird one
would.
for him to do 90% anime from what you told me he likes.
No, that's my stepdad. My dad, my actual
okay.
dad, doesn't
Yeah,
watch
that's one of them.
anything. My dad was watching like Fox News on YouTube earlier today, and that's all he watches. That's all I've ever seen him watch is like like news stuff, which is fine. It's just like he doesn't give me anything to work with. There's nothing I can really do to relate to my dad, and it sucks.
No, just watch Fox News with him.
Oh, I'd rather do anything but. George, what's some unpopular anime that you wish was more popular?
Afro Samurai. I really.
Yeah, that
that
Afro
I
Samurai 2
wanted
video
to.
game.
Like, I really. I'm not even talking about the video
Kuma's
game.
Revenge.
Because
Yeah.
they had one before that was, like, actually good.
Yeah, the
But
Afro Samurai
that
2 video game should have been way more popular than it was. You're absolutely right, George. I'm so glad you decided to take up the flag of defending Kuma's Revenge. I'm so happy you did that. Thank you.
I'm not defending.
No, that's what you want. That's what you're doing.
I like that that was like
Options.
just that pregnant pause. The only way to describe that.
Yeah, Afro Samurai's a good one. A good pick.
Yeah, because, like, it's. Like, it. Besides the fact of it being a black protagonist, which is something I do like saying, of course, but, like, the animation. And I do really like the concept of like the number 1 and number 2 headband. I feel like that's really good.
That's
And
cool,
Yeah,
and then they get up to the
something
summit,
actually
and you
good
see that there's
headband.
like 50 of them, and like, why is only the second one still out there?
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about
I
it.
don't know. It's stupid. Both of them. I mean,
Oof. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
you're roboting. You're roboting
He's
so hard.
roboting super hard.
with like I guess everybody vying for the one thing. I also
Kinda
really like
self-aware.
I really like the world.
It's
in this
becoming
setting, 'cause,
self-aware.
it's-
George,
Oh, I can't change our server
George
region
is
anymore.
Colors.
Yeah,
You
so
can't-
George, unfortunately, you're getting hard fucked by robots.
George is a hollow child.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good. You're just a hollow
Okay.
child.
All right, so pretty much like I also really like the setting because the setting it's practically one I've never seen in like I don't think anything. It's like feudal Japan mixed with like futuristic mixed with hip hop, and it's really like it's just super smooth and looks super cool.
I want to see Afro Samurai sequels with trap in it, with trap music in it.
You know what? You can
I
stop
don't.
speaking now. You can stop.
I
No
can
one
stop
does.
speaking. All right, George, you and I gotta talk later
About
about.
the traps.
No, we gotta talk later about how fucking terrible of a song "Supplies" by Justin Timberlake is.
I've never
That song is
heard of it, nor do I
gentrification in a
want to.
song.
Yeah,
That song is
I've
actual
never heard of it.
gentrification. It's Justin
Hot
Timberlake
takes.
trying to make a rap single.
Hot takes with James.
Yeah. Okay. No. I'm
We'll have
sorry.
a segment called Hot Takes with James.
Mm.
First order of
Just
business.
live
The
on
Chinese gotta
Worry
go.
about world news.
Oof.
Hot takes, James. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. It's just
Sounds
I got.
like a Howard Stern like show type deal.
I just got.
It's not really Howard Stern.
I'm sorry, George. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just remembered because I mentioned trap
No,
music
that
and I
was
got
it, I
mad.
was done.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Alright, so I guess, well, what was the prompt again? Think shows that you want to be better and
You want-
cooler and people don't
yeah,
care about?
wish were more popular. Yeah.
Which one?
Anime that you would, yeah.
Okay, I guess. I mean, there's a lot of like older shows that I feel like people don't ever want to watch because no one watches shows that are old anymore. So I guess
That's wrong. But for them
Yeah,
to
man.
not want, I'm saying.
Yeah. There's so like so many people that only want to watch things that are currently airing, which makes me sad. But I guess in general, I would just say that I wish that pretty much everything made by Masaki Yuasa was more popular. Like that's Atomic Galaxy or Ping Pong the Animation, and all that stuff like Mind Game. I wish that was more popular because I mean you kind of can see like people checking him out more now that Devilman came out and everyone saw Devilman and was like, yeah, that's cool. I like that.
There's a lot more Devilman spinoffs than I thought there were.
There's a billion.
Spin-off.
There's a billion.
Oh,
There's a
man.
billion readaptations of it.
It's bad.
There are so many Devilman shits around.
Devil
It's
shits.
ridiculous. There are so many, and they're all related too, because of the
Narrative.
Is that
of
gonna be
the
the name of the podcast, James?
Huh?
Is that gonna be the name of the podcast?
What? Devil shits? We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like pretty broad. People should check out his work, but I feel like specific one show people should watch is Haibane Renmei. It's very much forgotten show. It's written by the guy who created Serial Experiments Lane. It is like the one show that he had like the most creative control over when he was working on it. It's incredible, like slice of life weird thing. Like I would say it's slice of life, but it's like a slice of life if a slice of life show. It's like the Shadow of the Colossus of slice of life shows, because it's so like sparse and weird, and it has like an actual plot, but it's kind of like a buried plot. I don't know. It's really hard to explain in a way that's satisfying without seeing it, but it's really fucking good. It's got great music. Actually done by the guy who did Shadow of the Colossus OST. It's pretty fucking short too. I don't know. I really like that show a lot. I wish people would watch it more. I think that one is on Crunchyroll too. So fuck it. No reason not to watch it. Go see it. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, Grand Leader, what's happening?
Yeah, you have to be the one to change these things. You're in charge.
You're in charge of segues.
Also, could I one more thing before the last one? I would like to throw.
You'd like to reboot?
Yeah, you got to reboot there, George. You're running out of RAM. You should download more.
No,
you roboted through that whole thing. We didn't even get you.
Yeah, we didn't hear a single thing.
Oh, a reboot?
No, you're saying I made a joke about you need to reboot because you've been. Huh?
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I was. Okay, I was just gonna say that another
Uh-oh.
one that people should check out.
There you go.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think George is fading from this earth.
George
You
is.
can hear it in his voice. He's reaching the end of his life.
His lifespan. He Dempsey rolled too many times.
This replicant only can live for 4 years.
Man, you need to watch Ippo.
Whoa, oh man, why are you so loud all of a sudden? Why are you so loud?
I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's weird. Discord's audio driver thing just fucked up for some reason.
Yeah,
You were sounding like
I got it too.
Yeah, you were at. I just adjusted his audio and it fixed. But wow, I have you at 40%. You were at 200%, and I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that kind of.
Silence. Watch Ippo, you fuck.
No, I don't want to watch Ippo.
Discord knew. That's why it boosted me to 200%.
I'm gonna say. Not only am I gonna say some Hunter x Hunter shit that's super vague, I'm gonna say even more vague or even more obscure Ippo shit at your funeral or at your deathbed.
See, at my funeral wouldn't bother me because I'm already dead. I've already won, I guess.
No, you haven't.
You don't know that. I don't know what my terms were.
Yes, they are. Yes, I do. Your terms are me watching or not watching the shows that you want me to watch. Those are the terms.
The one where I'd be the maddest would be like it would be my deathbed, and you would like come up to me and you'd be like, "Man, wasn't it really sick when Miata fought Randy Boy Jr.?" Like that's in the fucking manga. It's even in the show.
Makes you so mad you have a heart attack and die.
Yeah, I'm already dying, but that pushes me over because that's far in the manga too. Like you really went for it. And the manga's like 1,300 chapters, 1,200 chapters.
Yeah.
That's like I think 1,000. That's pretty high up.
Yeah, Ebo's got like 1 billion fucking chapters. I basically only have read the shit that I care about.
Who is
Did
that?
you read the? Huh?
I was gonna say, Claude, what's that fight that Ippo loses against like the American or whatever? Is there like doesn't he lose to like a Mexican guy? Like a Mexican fighter?
He loses to a Mexican, yeah.
Yeah, who is that? Who is that?
Oh, what was his name?
Martinez, right?
Martinez?
No,
no, he never fights Martinez.
Yeah, Martinez is the champ. He fought the number 2 ranked boxer.
Well, who's that?
I don't recall his name.
Alright, well,
it was.
Well, it would have been funny.
Like the Sparrow or something, I forget.
No, the Sparrow is the guy he fought in the movie. The movie was called The Second Swallow.
The Second Swallow.
And that was the Mexican guy who trained.
He was a doctor.
Yeah.
Right. It would be funny if I'm like, if like there's a horrible like nuclear apocalypse about to happen. I'm just like Claude. To the very end.
No, you're already right on how that would happen.
I am. I'd be like, Ebo should have beaten the Second Swallow, and then like, you son of a.
Ebo did beat the Second Swallow, you fuck.
Or whatever. He should have fought Martinez or something about him being punch strong. It should have been Ebo.
Date got beat up by Martinez.
Yeah, Date should have won.
Yeah, he got fucked up.
Date should have won. Like you
made
son of
him
a bitch.
retire.
Yeah, fuck.
Made him retire twice.
Poor Date. Date's fucking cool.
Date bio.
Date bio.
Before we switch off that, because you mentioned the stuff, you would please tell me you read the Mashiba versus Sawamura fight.
I haven't read it yet. No.
That is one of the best fights in the entire series.
Because that's like
they just cheat the whole time.
That sounds incredible because it's literally like 2 heels.
Yeah,
it's like I really want to go see it because
it's really weird that that's when you miss because that one happens like within 50 chapters of where the show stops.
Yeah, no, my friend too also read that fight and was like, it's fucking sick. He keeps telling me about to watch it and I just keep forgetting.
Like they're punching each other after the bell, the fucking elbow drops. They're like, what is this? This is just violence.
I'm sure there's a headbutt at some point. I'm excited.
There's multiple headbutts.
Oh, it's sick. So I fucking love Mashiba fights. He's great.
Mashiba's he's the greatest piece of shit, and it makes me confused that Ippo's terrified of him. I was like, you literally beat him. Why are you
but he's a horrible monster. He's like an Oni man.
And he does look demonic. Like, just looks alone, I'd be terrified of him.
And he has Dhalsim arms. It's scary.
When you get to his motivation for that fight, because he's become slowly like kind of a better person, and then he's like, "I fought your friend Kimura."
Oh yeah. Okay,
what? No,
yeah,
he didn't fight Miata, and he's like, I realized something.
Didn't he beat Miata in like the early fight, or really early on in the show, and that's why he?
They never fought each other.
Didn't that happen? I thought Miata got beat by Mashiba in like an earlier fight, like in the first tournament, and that's why Ippo wanted to fight him later on.
Oh yeah, you're okay. Yeah. I forgot about that. I don't know why I was thinking about Sendo because he sparred with Sendo, but he did not fight Sendo.
Yeah.
But he gets into his motivation for why he like really wants to he's like, why did you challenge Sawamura? He's like, I got 2 reasons. But the first one is I realized I was not knocking motherfuckers out in round 2 anymore. I became too soft. I want someone who I desperately want to fuck up. And I was like, okay.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and that's the largest part of his motivation. That's a fantastic fight. I highly recommend you reading that.
Yeah, try to read that shit.
Okay, James, do something before this becomes the Ippo hour.
Hey, next question. Anime you can't find yourself liking even though others like it.
James, are you getting like arrested right now? Is that why you're not talking at all?
No.
Did you show up at your house? I heard you furiously typing. Are you deleting all your porn? Yeah, you can hear it. He hates when I type on the podcast. Listen to that mechanical ass keyboard, fucking firing it away. Not even muting yourself like an old person.
George, my friend.
Oh, he's dead, bro. He fucking died.
Yes.
He's helping me
So,
delete all this etchy.
what? Man, leave your etchy alone. Etchy's fine.
I just wanted an etchy channel.
Anime you can't find yourself liking, even though others like it. Go.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Dead air, man. Oof.
Answer Konosuba.
Yeah,
Other-
actually, I want James to go so I can blow him up.
Blow me up. Ugh.
I'll blow you up depending on what you say. Some of them are fine.
I don't remember which ones
Some
I've
one
said.
has notifications on.
Wow. I honestly can't remember which ones I said that you agreed on, so I'm gonna meme it and I'm gonna say Konosuba and
Don't pick them for me. Pick them for what you legitimately.
Oh, I have an answer. I have an actual answer. Sword Art. Others
Everyone
like it.
A lot of people like again. That's like a cop-out answer. A lot of people don't like Sword Art.
Teenage girls like Sword Art.
Teenage boys like Sword Art.
The gays like Sword Art.
No, they don't. I will speak
Yes,
for
they
the
do.
Gay Federation. I will say we don't.
There's a federation now.
Yep. Yep. We're allied. We're a federation, but I promise we're not allied with Xeon.
No, are not allied.
No, we're not.
Petty as shit.
No, fuck you. You're petty. You're way more petty.
Allies.
Oh well, that man.
I guess for mine, I would say, I don't know actually.
Oh no.
You could say T-Rex Hunter because I don't know.
See, that's different though, because like it'd be if you tried to get into it and like you couldn't. That's one thing. But if it's like I don't know about this show, that I feel like that's a different category because you haven't tried to like it.
Fair enough.
Like for me, because you guys mentioned it earlier, and I'll admit, like when I was younger, I just didn't appeal to me. I didn't care for it. I did not like Big O. I thought he was cool. I was like, he's like a Batman guy. I like him. And but for some reason, like I didn't really like it. The most famous of mine is I do not like Evangelion. I will not say it's a bad show. I would never say that, but I do not enjoy it because I don't like the characters.
Oh, I have an answer. My answer is Super. I don't like Super. Dragon Ball Super, don't like it.
That's
I think
fair.
it's
confirmed to hate all of South America.
they
China,
went crazy. They loved it.
He hates China. He hates South America. Who will James's hate affect next?
The blacks.
No, not the blacks.
The blacks are always
Not
next.
the blacks. I can't
Blacks
because without
are an implied hate.
Yeah.
blacks are because of my whiteness. It's implied.
It's his passive ability.
He has. Yeah, I was about to say he has it as a passive.
Okay.
But yeah, I gotta go now. I'll talk.
All
to you
right,
guys
later, George.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining the podcast. Fucking
But-
finally, Jesus Christ, been waiting.
Yeah.
James just hates black people.
James, he's waiting for me.
He was thinking the ratio was off this whole time.
Yeah. Now we only have white people on the podcast, right, Claude?
Mhm.
Right,
Right.
Claude? Yep.
I said
Yep.
right.
Yep.
But yeah, Big O, Evangelion. And this one will probably get James, even though it's not meant to get you. I don't know why. Like I'm not done with it yet. I got 3 episodes left. But Kekai Sensen just it does cool stuff, but like I'm not as enthralled with like the show as like you are. And I know that Scarlett said he gave like an 8 out of 10, and from an animation standpoint, it looks beautiful, but like it is just not hitting me the way it's hitting you too. So
Honestly, I
Also
feel like
Kekai
the
Sensen
ending
out
is. I feel like the ending is the weakest point of Kekai Sensen, but overall, I thought it was really good.
I like the ending a lot, actually, of Kekai Sensen.
I felt like the ending needed like a little bit more time.
The ending is literally an hour-long special. What did you want? How much
Is
more
it?
time did it need?
Is it?
Yeah, it was 45 minutes. It was double.
That's not an
episode.
hour. That's 45.
No,
Whatever,
but it's two
fuck
episodes
you.
together, is what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Oh, that's right, because episodes are only 24 minutes. I forgot. Wow, it didn't feel like it for some reason. That must be why the final episode felt like it was able to go longer than it should have. I never actually checked the time when I was
Literally
looking at
double
it.
the length. It was because there was a weird production thing with Kikai Sensen where its final episode got delayed because of like a fucking sports thing. I can't remember.
Oh,
It was like some
great.
sports event happened.
I
And
bet it
like,
was the Chinese.
The episode was delayed, and then it couldn't get back into its time slot for like 3 months.
Wow.
So they just made the episode super long because they had so much time to work on it.
Jeez, alright. That's a weird.
It's pretty weird.
But yeah, I mean, I can understand you not really being too into Kekai Sensen, but I
Yeah, I
liked
get
it.
it. There are people that don't jive with the characters and presentation all that much or whatever. Oh, have you been watching more Kyosugaga, Claude? I know you started that. I forgot to ask.
Wait, what am I watching now?
Kyosugaga?
I'm in episode 4, the one that's gonna focus on the sister.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's a good one. I like that episode.
I've been liking it a lot so far. But it's still only at episode 4 for me right now, so I can't say too much.
It's pretty. Yeah, that's early on, but I think if you like it so far, you'll probably like it. It's good. It's a good show.
You guys got
well,
any
I guess- Yeah.
You guys got any anime that's coming out now that you're looking forward to?
Wait, we're gonna do this now before he even
Yeah,
gives his answer?
Oh,
I
did he not? I'm sorry, my bad.
Bitch. I was
My
just gonna
bad.
say the Fate series, cause fuck the Fate series, it's bad.
You wanna like that?
I will. Okay, all right. So here's the thing, right? Is that
You
when I
want to?
saw Fate Zero, I like Fate Zero. Fate
So
Zero
did
is pretty good. I'm not like I'm gonna say it's amazing or anything, but Fate Zero is pretty cool, and it kind of paints a cool image of the franchise where it's got like Saber Arthur. King Arthur being a girl, it's kind of dumb anime thing, but I was kind of okay with it because the way they explained it made sense. And everyone else in Fate Zero like kind of makes sense for who their historical figure is supposed to be. And they do kind of interesting things with historical figures that they draw from. Like I really, really like specifically how they do Gilgamesh and Alexander the Great, and how the reason and how Gilgamesh and Alexander the Great have this weird sort of like camaraderie.
Rivalry? Yeah.
And it's because Gilgamesh is reminded of Enkidu, and he sees Enkidu in Alexander the Great. I was a huge fan of like that shit. That was really cool.
I still say like one of the best fights I've seen like in anything because of how just tactical they made it is like Saber versus Lancer in that.
Yeah,
King
that's
of
a
Lancer.
yeah. And yeah, that fight, it's like the one in like the shipyard or whatever.
Yeah, and it's like it's not even I'm
Yeah.
trying to overpower you. It's like okay, what does his
What is
spear
the
do?
length
And
of-
then
what's
she's
the
like,
length of
what is
his
the length of
sword?
that invisible sword? Yeah, it's so much like we're trying to think about how each other works and how we can get the. It's so
Yeah.
much better than just like I'm gonna use the bigger power and be the stronger. Like
Yeah.
fuck that.
And they're both trying to hide what heroic spirit they are, and it's like, and they're both and the reason why she's hiding her sword is because it's immediately apparent who she is when you see the sword. It's impossible not to know. Oh, that's King Arthur. That's Excalibur. So it's a really cool. And there's some really cool moments in Fate Zero. I like it a lot. And then the problem is that happens is that you get into everything else. And Fate Stay Night is like I'd say Fate Stay Night is mostly fine in this regard. Where again, Saber being a girl is kind of a dumb thing for anime, especially because that game was originally like an eroge. So it's literally like Saber's a girl so that you can fuck King Arthur. And there's some dumb shit in that with like the way that they talk about how she's portrayed, and that kind of bothers me in that. Face the Night. Most of my problems with Face the Night though come from like dumb writing decisions that are kind of like justified within the plot, but I still think are dumb. Like how every route has a justification for why why Shiro gets big and strong, and all of them are dumb. All of them are dumb and stupid, and I don't like any of them. Especially the one on Unlimited Blade Works is bad. And basically my problem with Fate Stay Night is that Nasu, the writer, is really good at writing cool ideas. He's really bad at executing on them. I really feel like he only ever executed on them well in like the Karen no Kyokai movies, or well, the books. But I saw the movies. I haven't read
You mentioned something Sinner or something like that you like.
Yeah, that's Garden of Sinners is Karen no Kyokai. That's the English title.
Okay.
And it's a series of movies that are all really good, except for the sixth one that sucks. The sixth movie is really bad. Yeah, and so there's that. But yeah, basically, and then they get the Fate spin-offs like Apocrypha, which is awful.
Dude, speaking of spin-off,
Apocrypha is awful, except episode like 22 is like the hypest animation. It basically they just put all of their time and effort into one episode of the show, and the entire episode is just Sakuga the whole way through. It's fucking nuts.
When it comes to their spin-offs, there's something I was like, because I'm doing the thing now, the hero's journey or the fool's journey, whichever you want to call it, where I am gonna watch like the first. Yeah, that's fair. Like watch the first episode of like most shows just so I can have like a bar of like where I like this, because like I would not have found After the Rain if I did not do that, and After the Rain was my favorite show from last season. And probably the same thing for, even though it was already on my list, I was about to say something else, but yeah, that would be wrong. A Place Further in the Universe. It was also not something I would have normally checked out, but I'm like, fuck it, let me check it out, because
I wish you would, man.
Well, I had it on my list. I just watched that after the camping show, and I wanted a break from like cute girl stuff, so I went back to it.
You watched another cute girl show.
Yeah, I noticed it was back to back. I was like, I'm gonna come back to this like later, and I watched it the next week. I was like, oh, okay, we got something here. Yeah, so I was like, this week I was like, what is this show? Okay, it's some weird cooking thing, I guess. I don't know. And then like I got 2 minutes. I got not even 2 minutes. I got a minute in. I'm like, who's this like weird saber looking character? Whatever.
Oh, you watched Fate like Extra.
And then it didn't say Fate in the title. That's the thing.
Last Encore. Yeah.
It is something. It just started, and then it showed that one tsundere character you mentioned that was a really good tsundere. Like I was sitting there. I was like, is this a Fate thing? No way. And then it went into the OP, and I saw that girl, the one who wears like the red, long black hair. I'm like, this is Fate. Nope. I don't. It's some weird Fate spin-off thing where they're cooking or something. I don't know.
Did you watch this? Shiro Emiya's Kitchen? Did you watch that? Yeah, that's actually good though.
I watched the first. I don't want to watch anything Fate related. I just want to be away from it.
That's actually good. Shiro Emiya's Kitchen is all right. I don't mind that one.
Oh, I've never been so quickly deceived.
Because like that's such a dumb spin-off to exist, because the spin-off is just based off of a fucking meme about how in Fate Stay Night Shiro he had to live by himself so he became a good cook. So it's just kind of like a running joke that he makes food for everybody throughout the whole thing. And like Saber likes his food and Reed likes his food, whatever. It's just a gag. But then it became like a meme that Shiro is the best cook in the universe because all these characters like his food. So now there's a fucking show based on the meme about how Shiro is a good cook, and it's pretty fun.
Is that what Food Wars is about?
No.
Oh.
It's a completely different show.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it though? They both have red hair.
There's also there's a bunch of like joke art about the main character from that show, looking at Shiro being like, how can I cook as good as him? He's amazing.
He's the biggest and strongest.
Yeah, so like that's a good Fate property. I like Shiro Emiya's Kitchen. I saw that with some friends. I endorsed that one. I also endorsed Carnival Phantasm. That's a good one. That's like the joke show that has Berserkar in it, and the Unlimited Coin Works.
Unlimited Coin Works? Is that the gacha one?
Carnival Phantasm Carnival Phantasm is an adaptation of like a joke manga. It's like it mixes characters from Fate and Tsukihime together, and it's just dumb skits. And there's like a joke about how all Lancers have terrible luck and they die constantly. And there's like the dumb racing episode where they all do dumb races and Saber rides on like a car that's shaped like a lion. And Ilya is riding in a car that is Berserker. It's the Berserker.
Hold on. I'm gonna pause here for a second. Let's see here. We've almost had the Epo cast. We're having the Fate cast.
We've never had the Epo cast.
We just had the Epo cast.
We did not. I talked about Epo for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's an Epo cast. What was the other cast we had? We had a third one.
I don't know. If you're saying cast for anything that's a 5-minute conversation, we've covered a lot.
No, there was one that we specifically called like, this is gonna be the blank cast now. What was it? Fuck. Also, you guys told me to say something so it didn't become the Epo cast. So fuck off.
I said it would become because I'll talk about Epo forever. I love Epo. I love boxing.
What was it? What the fuck was it?
I love boxing also. James, it doesn't matter. Fuck you. Stop stalling.
Stop stalling. Stalling for what? We blew through our topics. We're like 2 hours in.
The last thing you were asking was like what stuff we're looking forward to. That's a question for only me and Skylar because we're the only ones who watch seasonal anime. I guess George is gone, so it's fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm gonna watch Megalobox, and I'm gonna. So how did okay, so Megalobox. Megalobox. I'm gonna watch season 3 of Megalobox.
Megablox.
Oof. The anime. I'm gonna watch Megalobox. I'm gonna watch My Hero Academia season 3.
Yes,
yeah, I know.
That's right.
I'm also watching that.
Is there anything else coming out fairly recently?
If no one else has seen it, I know Skylar will at some point. I don't know if you had any interest, but like Lupin the Third Part 5.
Yeah, Lupin the Third.
Phenomenal for sure. Fantastic first episode. I seen it. Real good first episode.
I seen it. He says.
It's real good. Lupin the Third. Yeah, anyone's worried about they look at it and they see it's called Lupin the Third Part 5. Don't even worry about it. Lupin the Third's been running since like the 60s. You don't gotta watch the old shit to understand the new shit. You just gotta
literally start anywhere.
All you have to know about
in the 60s.
All you gotta know about Lupin is that he's a thief. He's got friends that are also thieves.
And he's a horn dog.
And he's still and that's it's running for a long time. So that he's in the show. In the show, he's been at large for a while. So you just need to know that he's a prolific thief. And that's it. That's all.
He's also a persona.
Also, in the first episode, they try to steal Bitcoin, and it's really great.
Oh my god! Wow, it's that modern. Oh my god!
You have no idea.
Holy shit!
Wait till you find out about the Lupin game.
Yeah, it's great.
Game. Oh god! All right, that's gonna be fun.
What else are we looking forward to?
I also want to toss a recommendation to Gegege no Kitaro, which is a new remake of an old show from the 60s about like a guy that hunts yokai.
Okay.
And it's real fun. It's real fun show. Great OP. It's pretty simple. Just check it out. Okay, actually no. Hard sell. Logan Paul is in the first episode of that show.
What?
And he dies horribly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me add that to my queue right now.
It's not actually Logan Paul, but it's like an American YouTuber who's running around in traffic yelling, "Please subscribe to my channel." And then it shows his like live stream at one point, and he's like desecrating like he's at like a fucking shrine. He's like, "Let me just pull off this thing from the shrine, this fucking prayer paper."
Already added it to my queue.
Yeah, you're gonna have to send me a message or something about that. Can you send me a message right now with that anime name spelled out so I can look it up?
Yeah, I'll do that. I guess.
Okay.
What else is there? I think was it Golden Kamuy?
Okay, that's the season. That's right.
Is Fully Cooley coming out this season?
No.
Next season?
There's summer. I believe it's summer, and then the next one is fall.
Okay.
For this year. What else is coming out?
Hisone Tommaso-san is this season, or How to Train Your Dragon, the anime.
Really? I didn't know about that.
There's it's a Bones original. It's being written by Mari Okada, who did like Kisnever, I guess. But she also did some other stuff. Oh, she wrote Anohana.
Oh, the love triangle writer.
Sure.
I heard she does a lot of stuff with love triangles.
Yeah,
they do not give you what you want.
She does a bit. I feel like she's more widely known for writing Anohana. The flower we saw that day, or whatever that show's called in English. This is we have one original about like jet pilots that are in the military, but there's also a dragon or something. And it looks the animation in it looks really nice. I don't think the first episode is aired yet. I think it airs like next week.
Yeah, like next week I'll be able to give.
Airs on the 13th, the first episode. But I'm looking forward to that. It looks nice. Bones originals are usually fun, so.
Like, I'd say this would be better for me to answer in a couple weeks because I've looked up some shows, but it is super hard to tell. Like, I go to Anime Live chart just to see what's coming out when. But it is super hard to tell just from a description and even just from a PV if a show will be good or. Oh, I need to go finish Violet Evergarden. I forgot I was supposed to binge that.
Good fuck.
I forgot to binge.
Right. Captain Tsubasa season 2. That's David Productions is doing that. So if you like soccer, and you like JoJo,
yeah.
Really? Is that this season you said?
Yeah, that's what your part 5 is getting replaced by.
Also, if you like a Manchu, season 2 of that's airing. If you liked a Manchu.
Captain Tsubasa, is that? It's not on my list. Alright, let me add that now. When did it come out? Do you know?
This season.
Yes. The first episode. First episode came out on
last week.
April 3rd. April 3rd.
Last week.
This one it was on my list. I legitimately don't remember much about it. I remember the name being like I wanted to get into it. What is it? Hinamatsuri? Is that how it's pronounced?
Oh yeah. Hinamatsuri seems fun. First episode was pretty good.
Yeah, I had that on my list.
The manga is great.
Yeah, I wanted to get into it because like the premise looked really interesting, but like I have not seen it yet. I just have it on my queue. Like
what's
on my queue right now?
The manga's great. Also for dumb bullshit, watch Uchu Senken Tiramisu or whatever it is that called. I think it's called like Space Battleship Tiramisu or whatever. It's fucking dumb and stupid. I saw some clips of it of like a guy eating fucking fish sticks in a space mecha cockpit, and it looks dumb and stupid. So people should watch it.
Oh boy.
Literally, the picture I'm looking at for it is some dude trying to eat like fucking mozzarella sticks while piloting a robot, and it looks super dumb. So, Tom tossing that out there as a recommendation. I don't know if it's good or not. I just think it looks kind of fun.
Okay.
All right.
Also, Persona 5 is this season, right?
Yeah, this season.
Is. Yeah, I
think it's next week.
I guess watch that if you played Persona 5.
Don't watch if you didn't play Persona 5.
Watch it, I guess, if you don't have a PS4.
Yeah,
don't or you just emulate it on the PS3 emulator.
Yeah, if you've got like a high-end gaming rig.
Yeah,
Skylar. Don't act like you know shit about emulation.
I don't know shit about emulation. You're right.
Fuck you. That's how I'm playing Detective.
Right.
That's how I'm playing Detective Pikachu. is through an emulator.
But it came out.
Yeah, but I don't have a 3DS.
He's not gonna get a handheld.
I'm not gonna get a handheld.
Play it on your phone like a normal human.
On my phone?
Yeah,
it's not out on phones.
Put it on your phone.
Put it on my phone? My phone that can't handle it? Well, why don't I put the emulator on an Android emulator so I can play it on my phone, on my computer?
There you go. On your computer.
Play a handheld, play a 3DS game on my phone, on my computer.
There was one time where I tried to play Grand Blue like that on my laptop because I didn't know about the browser version.
Yeah, good job. Stupid. I think that's gonna end the podcast for this week. Thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you, George, who is no longer here because he died. Claude, do you want to shill out your webcomic at all, or?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us for the 12th episode of the DADCast. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and we will see you next time. Hopefully for a Quiet Place spoiler cast. It would be nice to talk about that movie in less vague terms.
It would. It super would. I especially feel you'd love that film, Skylar.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I feel like I'd like it as well. I should watch it.
Then go fucking see it before next week, or by the end of the
movie.
I did watch another movie. I saw it with my mom, and she walked away and she said that she wasn't sure if it was a movie or not.
What does that mean?
Which I thought I don't know what it meant either. I was confused too, and she couldn't answer that question when I asked her to elaborate. I just said, "Was not a movie?" She said, "Not really," and I was like, "What does that mean?" She said, "It wasn't a movie." I
It
was
was
like,
an
"All right then."
experience.
Anyway, I Love Dogs is good. Go see it.
Isle of Dogs, yeah, that's another one.
Give Wes Anderson your money.
Give Wes Anderson your money. For the love of God, please give him your money. Give him your energy. Raise your hands with your dollars
People that make movies
that are good.
Please.
Unlike Pacific Rim, don't support
No,
Pacific Rim 2.
Oh no.
Don't support it. It's not good. It's not a good movie. It's not a good movie. Could have been way better. I blame the Chinese audience.
Yeah, and the podcast.
It's not racism. It's a genuine problem that movies have nowadays, in which they just desperately try to appeal to the massive audience overseas, and I hate it.
Are we